Am I live now? Did it work? I hope it did. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how this works. I don't know how... Oh, look at that. I'm live now. Oh my god, it worked. Joy. I suck. I can't even click the right button. Ah! There we go. There we go. Why is it called Nezzy Monster Livestream? That's not what I called it. What is going on? I have never been so confused. I'm just a small, frightened child. Alright, I can change the name up there. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at being a YouTuber. Oh boy, oh boy. God, I suck at this. I want to check something real quick. This is partially a testing stream. Because again, I'm an idiot. So this is going to take a few times for practice and junk. I'm going to get rid of this other one that I frugaled up on. How do I get rid of this evidence? This evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, it's this one. I want to delete that one. Oh my god, my eye. It is currently 8:41 in the morning because the majority of my subscriber base are in America. So I have to change the time to work for that because a lot of people's audiences come usually around nighttime, so gotta work with the system. Always gotta work with the system. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some music playing so it's not complete and total silence. Oh my god. This is a train wreck. An absolute train wreck. Do 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 do. I don't know if anybody can hear that. I don't know if anybody can hear that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how any of this works. I don't know if you guys can hear anything. I honestly don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Oh, did that do something? Oh, hi. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the music in the background? Is it too loud? Ooh. I'm gonna move that down, just in case. Oh. Can you hear it? Yay! It worked! Yay! It worked. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm so frightened. Liz, you want to come onto the stream? Jesus Christ, why? I clicked every wrong button. There we go. Turning up the volume, turning it down for me. I'm just putting on music because, like, I don't... Please, Liz, I'm alone. I'm alone and frightened. I'm gonna pause this music real quick and I'm gonna go get Liz. Because I'm alone and afraid. I am alone and afraid. It's like naked and afraid, but less interesting. I'm gonna call you on Discord. I don't know why this isn't popping up on my thing. I'm gonna make sure to put that song in the description later so that I don't get in trouble. Because, you know, YouTube's a pain. And now my dog be borking. My dog's a borking. Why you got a bork, dog? Why you gotta bork on me? Why you gotta do this to me? I'm gonna be very frank when I say this. I don't know what I am doing because I am very new to this. I literally just got Streamlabs maybe half a week ago, and if you guys saw what was happening, it was popping up every now and then. It was popping up every now and then because of the fact that I was testing it out. So it was very weird, and I had a friend of mine on the phone with me who was telling me basically what was happening on the stream, because again, I'm an idiot. And I have no other way to figure out how any of this works other than doing it that way. So, hi Liz.
You're not an idiot. Oh wait.
You're not.
Right,
I can't hear you, Liz. I can't hear you, Liz.
You're not
I'm alone in the world.
Can you hear me? Can you hear?
Yeah, you're not coming in at all. Let me see.
Hold on, let me mess.
And headphones. Hello? Well, this is turning out fantastic. This is turning out great. Oh, trust me, I don't feel any better despite reading your username. This is just me as a person. Oh my god, I'm gonna make my teddy bear hold up my phone so I can read what's going on. Come here. There we go. Hold my phone for me. Oh my god, there we go. So the point of this stream was not only to like test it, it was also to try and figure out how to use it, for one. And it was also to just do a simple art thing for a project that I'm doing in the future with another friend of mine. I've got two of them. I'm gonna let you guys guess, or whatever it is. I know I haven't been posting that often, and I feel bad about that. I hit kind of a rut where I didn't have anything prepared, but now I have like a bunch of backup videos just in case if something happens. Just in case something happens. So it's not the total end of the world. Waiting for Liz to come on. Might as well open this new file. Oh boy. My throat. Look at that. It's so weird to see it pop up. It certainly feels strange. I'm sorry if this seems like very boring. Like I said, I'm not used to going things solo, and I'm currently waiting for a friend of mine to pop on. But I wonder how that's gonna work because, for some odd reason, I don't understand how this headphone thingy works. I might just have to take off my headphones entirely. So we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it that way. 'Cause I'm an idiot. Okay. So, I'm gonna... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Open link in new tab, and let's check what happens when we do this.
Forged out of the past and into the present.
Oh, now it's coming through. I can see it. That's weird. Because now I can't hear it. That is weird. Hey, look at that. I got the music playing. I got music. So that's one thing I did. Come on, Liz. Come on. Oh, I'm so alone. Ah! Oh, jeez. I just dropped it. Dropped everything. Dropping everything. Hell yeah, it is, Jaja. Electro swing is where it's at, boy. I love me some electro swing. Oh crap, is it louder than me? Ah, crap. Alright, let's lower that down a little. You can't be louder than me. That's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. I'm offended. Like I said before, I'm an amateur at this. Yay. You get to deal with this for God knows how long. This is what you people subscribe to. Quality content. Just quality content. I'm not drunk, by the way. It's nearly 9 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't do that. We are drawing, Jaja. We are drawing stuff for future projects that I am doing with some friends of mine pertaining to music. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's music related, so that's it. I have my phone perched on... I have my phone perched on my little teddy bear here. Hi, Liz.
There.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't hear you at all. I might just have to put you on my phone. I don't know why I can't hear you. I don't know how any of this works. I don't know how audio works. I don't know how any of this works. I'm nothing but a lost child.
You should be able to hear me through Skype. It doesn't have to do with the stream.
I don't know. I can't hear you at all, Liz. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I need my headphones. I don't... Like I said, this is somewhat a test stream because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I don't know why I can't hear you, Liz. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Pause. Pause music. I have no clue whatsoever. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do this stream by myself. Well, maybe we can try calling on Skype. Because I use Skype. for reasons. Don't judge me. I know, I checked everything on Discord. Everything works. From my knowledge. I'm just gonna call you on Skype. Let's see if that works. Like the sun goes down. Oh my god. Okay, my mic hasn't been muted. Can y'all hear me? Can all of you hear me out there? I have no idea what's happening. Hello? It's showing that... Oh, okay, you can hear me. Alright. I'm just an idiot. Oh, well, here for now. Here, have some lights. I didn't realize that the tablet was upside down. Oh, God. Oh boy, this is certainly fun. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's my phone. Someone's birthday. Yay. So, trying to figure... Okay, there we go. Hi. Hello. Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. Here, see if the stream can hear you. Say something? They can hear you? Can you hear yourself on the stream? That is a question. I'm sorry, Jaja. Okay, they can't hear anybody else. So let me see. Headphones. Here, try saying something.
Lord Jesus, help.
Because I can hear you. I don't know why they can't hear you.
Are you, like, lost when you're in a...
Are you, like, lost when you're in a test you didn't study for, or lost, like, when you're in an IKEA and you're, like, on the other side of the entrance? I'm, like, lost in a test that I didn't study for.
Oh, they're saying they can kind of hear me now. Let me just double check.
Oh, my goodness. Here, I'm gonna turn your volume up. Okay. So now you're on... Oh, there's your input. Okay, there you are. That is weird. Yay! Okay, we can hear you now. Yay! Lewis can hear you. Okay, we can get with the art stream. I apparently lied to Jaja by not drawing a line. I'm sorry, Jaja. It's not my fault. I was under pressure.
We are two halves of a whole idiot.
Exactly.
Okay, they can hear us. Okay, I guess for my introductions, I was talking on chat. I'm Lady Callion. People call me Liz. Me and Nezzy work on a channel together, so that's kind of why I'm here.
We are friends, we are acquaintances, we do things with one another.
Lewis, two halves of a whole idiot is actually... I stole that from a show. If you know what show it is, congratulations, you had a good childhood.
I don't recognize it. Screw you. I had a wonderful childhood, okay?
Let me ask you this: did you watch Nickelodeon?
Yes, of course I did.
Then you, if you know your Nickelodeon, then you would know the line. If you want to know where that line is from, it is actually from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, that's right. Cosmos said that, I think.
Yeah, it was like Cosmo or Wanda, and like Timmy, like, what is wrong with you? And they're like, we're two halves of a whole idiot. And you're like, you know what? Fair enough. You probably are. So I've used that to this day to describe me and my friends.
Good for you.
Okay.
Oh my god, computer, please. Please work with me here. You are my only real business partner in this scenario. And I need you to function right. Okay, so yeah, I'm the next bigger project is gonna be something sad.
Why are you drawing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu stuff?
Because it's part of the next project. I'm working on something with Slick and I'm working something with Twiggy. We just got to get things in order and we should be good. But right now I want to work on the thing that I'm doing with Slick, and it is something sad. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god. Did you like the Pokemon Let's Go game?
I didn't play it. I watched playthroughs of it, or like some of the gameplay, and I love the graphics. I love what they've done. I just don't like that because it is based more on Pokemon Go, that it's mainly all about catching Pokemon. And like you get more experience from catching Pokemon than anything else. And I'm like, this isn't a very traditional Pokemon game. So I'm waiting for Gen 8.
The next one, I think they're going to be doing Soul Silver, because it was hinted at if you fight in the gym battle with the psychic gym leader, I believe. I don't remember all of their names.
You mean Sabrina?
Yes. I like it because it's not a reboot. It's supposed to be a continuation in the middle of Gold, like Hard Gold and so forth.
I don't know. Honestly, I wish I could tell you, but as far as I know, Gen 8 is going to be in a new region.
Well, yeah, it's going to be Kanto. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work.
Yeah, Jaja, some people, that game was very mixed. Like, overall, I think the reviews were positive, but it just depends on who was playing it. Like,
I'm not going to work on this one right now. I need to rethink about how I'm going to make this one work. I'm not sure about that one, but I do know about another one that I want to do. So I'm going to be working on that. Tone shift.
let's see. And I can keep track of the chat stream while you draw.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Pokemon Let's Go is a very easy game in that it made a couple people be turned off to it. Very true. Some people like the if they are really into Pokemon Go, they really like the game. But if you're just kind of like me and you're like, Pokemon Go's okay, then you probably didn't like it. Person said, unpopular opinion, I don't like the Pokemon games except the ones that are different from the overused formula. Fair enough. Have you ever played Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness? That would be good ones. Jaja said,
I think I tried one of them because a friend of mine had it, but I can see why some people would get like tired of the formula eventually. Like it can't last forever. But I personally like how they changed the story, but even I get tired of like running around and constantly being confronted by Pokemon when I'm trying to get something done. Like I can see why it would be tiresome. I know Kanto isn't a new region, Jaja. I meant for the game, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, I can see why a lot of people wouldn't like Let's Go. 'Cause it is, I think a lot of people just expected a little bit more from it because it was really overhyped. Personally, I like it because it had everything that I ever wanted in a Pokemon game for me. Because it's just like, I get to walk around with my Pokemon. I get to have one on my head. Like, that was mostly why I liked it. The story was, it was decent. It was a retelling. I like to see returning characters and things like that, but even I know it's like it's not a masterpiece or anything. It's more for like, it's like the for the fans thing. It's for people that were in it, and there's like for the new generation that are trying to get into it and like mostly found it through Pokemon Let's Go on the phone. Oh, and about the Pokemon being viewable on the overworld. If that is kept from the next Pokemon game, then I'll like that a lot. Oh yeah, that one was a little bit weird.
What?
I'm not used to like seeing the Pokemon running around cuz it was always kind of a thing that they like jumped out and surprised you. So it got really crowded sometimes when you're trying to like catch Pokemon and they're everywhere in front of your face.
Especially like, yes, I want to catch this like Venat, but there's this Pidgey in the way.
Oh, so many Pidgeys in the way. I do remember that like Pokemon has a history of introducing new stuff and then adding new stuff. And a lot of the times the fans are like, "Well, why did you remove this element? I actually really like this element." And they're like, "Well, we're never going to touch it again." Cuz in Pokemon Soul Silver, that was the first time I ever saw you have a Pokemon follow you, except for in Pokemon Yellow, where only Pikachu would follow you, which is what Pokemon Let's Go is based on. And I remember I was so sad that they removed it, and I think they brought it back for Diamond and Pearl, and then they removed it again, and you never see it again.
In Diamond and Pearl, you can only do it in the PAL Park. Or and only certain Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's like Pachirisu, Pikachu, only the cute Pokemon specifically.
Yeah, like cute Pokemon and your starters. Because I watched a Let's Player and his Torterra followed him in.
Didn't they make it seem like the player was harsher on their Pokemon than New Blue? Even the creators said to not expect much. Let's Go is more like to feel that it's a little more realistic, like feel the game is actually alive. Let's Go shows it. But as game like mechanics are boring, Heart Gold was so good. I loved having my Feraligatr follow after me. I love Soul Silver. Soul Silver is one of the best Pokemon games in my opinion in terms of like story and how much you can go and adventure and stuff like that. I didn't really get the feeling that you were harsher on your Pokemon. I did feel bad when I tried to evolve my Eevee and it didn't want it. Yeah, Pokemon. Kind of every Pokemon game is a little bit like an experiment. They always add new stuff, like the Pokemon Island. They added like petting your Pokemon. They added Pokepuffs and Shuriza like that. So you could say pretty much everything is kind of like that. But there was a lot of backlash with the Pokemon Let's Go games, particularly because they took away a huge part of what made Pokemon, and that was like the battle aspect of catching, that fear of your Pokemon getting like the Pokemon you were battling getting down to that one little piece of HP and you couldn't catch them. Like it took away a lot in terms of that aspect. But I found it nice. It wasn't anything grand. I just kind of enjoyed it for what it was. It was like a little jaunt, and that's about it. Oh, thank you, Jaja, for realizing that I drew something. Great. I'm so glad. I've been working this hard for nothing. I'm surprised literally anybody came onto this stream. I wasn't expecting anybody to actually watch. Because I have an incredibly low self-esteem.
You just gotta get your self-confidence up, darling.
Okay, Mom.
Oh, okay. Was not expecting that. I'm sorry. I'm playing like a game, and I'm like, hello, very large creature that I was not expecting right here. Oh, that's not gonna work.
Oh, thank you, Jaja. I'm glad. Okay, fine. If you want a straight line here. There you go. There's a straight line. They're making you happy? Straight lines everywhere. There you go. There you go. There's your straight lines. You happy now? Are you happy now? Are you entertained? Are you not entertained?
Oh, I just need to do one more caterpillars.
Oh my god. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? That will never not be a meme. Did anybody else have like any opinions about the Super Bowl thing that happened?
I'm not gonna say anything on it.
I don't even like really like sports, to be honest. I need to.
Well, you're a nerd.
What has happened? Oh, there we go. I was so confused about where I was. Okay, I need to restart this because I messed up. Well, I don't like sports. I'm not really that much of a sports person. Like you'll catch me interested in stuff like baseball. But I'm not that into football. But even I felt kind of gypped by it, where it was like, wow, it's kind of fucked up what they did.
Okay. This is what I'm going to say as the responsible adult here. And me, I'll be trying, and I'll try to explain this to the best of my ability. Yes, people are disappointed from what happened because they were expecting one thing and they got something else. But here's the thing, that was done very last second. Like people, the people who probably planned the Super Bowl halftime event, they probably do that stuff very far in advance. So that way everything is good to go. And like that way whoever the star is there, they're like not on tour or anything. And so adding something like that very last second, yeah, it sucks that we didn't get exactly what we want, but we should be appreciative of what we got. Because they didn't have to do that.
Well, the problem is the fact that months in advance they got a petition from people to sign it. That was the major thing. And the other thing was the fact that it was supposed to be like a memorial event for the person who created SpongeBob. That was the biggest disrespect, is the fact people wanted it primarily because it was a memorial thing.
I know.
Like, this person shaped so many people's childhoods, and they like blew him off like that. But Dallas, Texas actually played it at their hockey event, so that was nice.
Oh, thank you, Jaja. I've always had this kind of thinking, like, look, and it's like if it was the perfect world, yeah, we would have got exactly what we wanted, but it's not perfect, and people tried. It's just
There were a lot of jokes about Maroon 5's tattoos, though. That was pretty funny.
yeah.
It was so ridiculous. I think my favorite one is like someone said he looked like the sheet that you give to someone for what they want. Like all the tester tattoos.
No comment.
Phone, why you be buzzing?
Facebook.
Yeah, I kind of agree that they probably. It feels malicious because of the fact that they kind of baited people because they made like all new animation with Squidward for that song, and then they just kind of like they totally just rickrolled everybody essentially.
Now, person, I will agree to that. I feel like some people did feel baited, and that was not a good thing to do.
You okay there? You got the sniffles?
I got the sniffles.
Aw. You got sick?
I'm not sick. It's just allergies.
Oh yeah, 'cause spring's coming around.
And I live in a place that has horrible allergies.
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm not good at drawing hats. Whoosh. Whoop. Maybe later I'll like pick up a game we can play. I got Drawful. That could be interesting.
Maybe. I took a very long nap and I'm still sleepy.
It's like what, 7 o'clock for you?
7:15, yeah.
So is there anything in particular you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah. The only thing is, let's keep everything off of religion and politics.
Yes, please.
Like, if you want to know our opinions on something, go for it, as long as it's appropriate. As I have the sniffles. Judge says not really nice. I'm sure something will come up soon, though.
Knowing us, probably.
I'm just trying to think of what to talk about.
Well, I've never done a live stream before, so.
I mean, we've done some on Dovetail, and then I'm a mod in my friend's art stream, so I'm very used to streaming.
Yeah, but usually we have like 4 or 5 other people.
I'm used to 2 or 3.
I'm not.
Oh, you'll get used to it. I'm surprised you didn't do this on Picardo.
Oh no, I got Streamlabs because I heard that was a really good free thing to get.
No, Picardo is an art streaming site.
Oh.
Jaja, okay, well, dumb person said, let's talk about subbing to PewDiePie. I'm gonna skip that for now.
Sub to PewDiePie!
Jaja is like, oh, Nez, have you ever thought of maybe doing review type series? Is that
For Dovetail or for my channel?
what am I doing? Ah, yes. House. Tissue. I'm sorry, guys. You're just gonna have to hear me with sniffles and blowing my nose. I'm sorry. It probably doesn't help that the weather kind of drastically changed because it was kind of colder earlier this week, and now it's like 60 something degrees with rain outside. So my nose is just like, fuck the weather.
Jaja, what do you mean by like review? Like cartoons or I have been thinking about like doing reviews of animation memes or art on DeviantArt, I guess. I mean, I've thought about it. I don't know if I'd be very good at it.
But just
Also,
like he's saying, just reviews of anything really, like things you like. Your voice reminds me of a review type YouTuber I also watch. And Liz, it's fine that you got the sniffles.
I mean, thanks.
At least you're okay.
I have I guess my voice kind of sounds like that because I have been inspired by like a lot of reviewer YouTubers. I do watch a lot of reviewer YouTubers. And I think it would be interesting to delve into review stuff because I have actually thought about it. Cuz I do have a lot of opinions about stuff like movies and cartoons because of how I think and stuff like that. The sniffling.
I'm sorry.
I got bacon.
I'm also trying to like. I'm still very tired. I didn't get back home last night until like 4 a.m. We were playing D&D, but then we didn't play D&D for long. It's just we kind of had like a more of a game night, and then we just kind of lost track of time. And then I'm like, oh, well, what do you know? It's 3 a.m. and then I didn't get home until like 4.
I mean, what exactly would you like want me to review? I guess, because I've done one political commentary from Just a Robot, and that's all. That's all I've done. And I think I had a review on the side for the Beauty and the Beast remake. I have a lot of opinions about the remakes.
Ow.
I mean, I don't know. But I have definitely thought it would be interesting turn. Because this channel is just kind of like, I do what I want.
Dumb person says, what about review on the next Aladdin movie?
Oh, no. Oh! Ah! I'm so sad because of the fact that I love Aladdin, and Robin Williams was one of my biggest inspirations ever in terms of comedy, in terms of voice acting, in terms of singing. And just, I love Will Smith. I love him too. He's great. He's a great actor. He's hilarious. But, oh, they made him look so ridiculous. Just why? It's like a live action Smurf movie if he got like steroids and got huge. It's Buffy.
Again, me being the adult, it's like I'm going to hold my judgment until I see the movie.
Like, I'm also kind of sad that they're doing Dumbo, but at the same time, like, it's Tim Burton. It's Tim Burton. And, like, I trust him, but at the same time, I don't. Because he was also a huge inspiration to me. And it just, like, it hurts so bad. It hurts. I think the only remake I somewhat liked. I haven't watched any of them, but I've seen, like, the reviews and stuff. I've seen clips, and I immediately know that I'm not gonna like it. It's like the same thing with Alita Battle Force. Like, I can't watch it. The eyes are too much. The only one that I liked so far was the Beauty and the Beast one. and the first Alice in Wonderland one. Like I like in the Alice in Wonderland one, I like the style. I just like how everything looks. It gets ridiculous at times. Like, don't get me wrong, it's Tim Burton, so it's expected. And then in the Beauty and the Beast one, I like some of the changes that they did. I like how it looks some of the times. I don't know. I heard it did well. I can't watch it. I laugh too much at the eyes. It just looks like a bad Snapchat filter to me. I'm sorry. I know people like it, but at the same time, I can't help but laugh. But back to the Beauty and the Beast one. I like some of the changes to the story. I thought it was interesting at some points. Emma Watson is a little bland, and her singing is so obviously auto-tuned. And it's like bad auto-tune. Like, it's the type of auto-tune where it sounds like you were recorded in a cave and you have an echo. Like, it's bad. It's bad auto-tune. Don't rotate. I don't want you to rotate. There we go. Now rotate back. There we go. It was one of those things. It was kind of, yeah, like how they added backstory to Belle's past. What, Aladdin, what should I wish for? Genie, Fortnite, and Marcus Brownlee? That's what I heard when he said that, and I don't know how to pronounce the name. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been the type of person to get into live action as much as I do animation. I've always had a passion for animation. 'Cause it's something that I personally grew up with, and now my tablet doesn't want to work with me. Oh god, it's done the thing again. Yeah. God dang it. My computer has done that thing again that I hate. Where it just magically stops working, so I gotta save it now and I gotta restart the program. Bah. Have you liked any of the remakes, Liz?
I do agree. I do like the first Alice one. I didn't really didn't like Through the Looking Glass. The thing is, I like them, but I also don't like them both at the same time. Is because I am a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, like the original books, and they completely put everything out of order, and it physically bothers me.
It physically bothers you.
It does, because basically the first Alice in Wonderland remake is pretty much Through the Looking Glass. Because that is when Alice ages up more and goes back into Wonderland, and it's when she meets the White Queen and does a lot. And then the Jabberwocky poem is in the second half. So basically, but they're treating it's like the first one. I'm like, no. Pretty much, if you want the correct way of this, it's like you watch the original, like 1950s Alice, then you watch the first remake, and then you just kind of forgo the second remake, because like it has nothing. As far as I know, I haven't read it in a very long time. And then I did like the Beauty and the Beast remake. Again, I do agree that Emma's singing was completely and utterly over auto-tuned. She's not that bad of a singer. They didn't have to auto-tune her like
They could have dubbed her, though. They could have at least dubbed her. People act like dubbing is such a bad thing. Like, because I heard about it from the Bohemian Rhapsody one. A lot of people were like, why didn't he actually sing the song, Bohemian Rhapsody? Why did they just put the original thing over it? It was like, well, it's because, for one, he's playing a historical character, and second because dubbing is a thing that's been done for like since film had sound. It's been done.
Like, for all of you guys who didn't know, High School Musical, Gabriella and Troy, that was not their singing voices.
You go over to the Greatest Showman. The main singer. I don't remember what her name was, but she's like the one who wears the giant white gown. She is supposed to be one of the best singers in the whole movie, and she's dubbed.
Oh, the opera singer.
Yes.
Dumb person. It is totally chill to like dub animes. I think some of them are actually very good, and then some of them do no justice.
Yeah, there are some dubs that I like Keroro Gunso. I actually prefer the dub version, and then you go over to like Sword Art Online, and it's like, oh no, what have I done?
my biggest disappointment with a dub anime is Fruits Basket.
Oh, you hate that one.
Okay, put the remake to the side because that's not coming out for a few months. I absolutely despise the dub of Fruits Basket because, like, look, the object of a dub is to get close to, or like, pretty similar to the voices that the original Japanese did. And I like listen to it, and I'm like, okay, one, why does Yuki sound like he's like 20 years older? Ayame's voice, I want to shoot myself in the head. And then, like, Momiji is even more obnoxious. And Toru's voice is obnoxious. And I'm like, I despise this dub.
I thought you hated that one because they changed all the names.
No, they didn't change the names. That's Mew Mew Power.
Oh, no.
Mew Mew Power is also a piece of garbage that should never have existed.
I don't know why. Why would you change the name? Why? That makes no sense.
Oh, I don't know. It was for 4Kids. Like, 4Kids got their hands on that one.
No, 4Kids.
It was a 4Kids anime.
Kids. I grew up with 4Kids because it was the only place that showed like Sonic X because I was a huge fan of that when I was a kid because of course I was. And I saw, when I got a little bit older, I saw like, I saw an actual like one that was Japanese, and I was so shocked that there was cursing and like talks about sex and stuff. There was blood at some points. I was like, I've been lied to.
And I'm actually gonna bag on one of my favorite animes of all time. Not all voices, it's just some of them. I'm like, what the hell did you do? Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is like my favorite anime of all time. And there was some voices that absolutely pissed me off. And I'm like, why did you do this? I think the one that pissed me off the most was Charla.
I don't watch Fairy Tail, so I don't know what you're talking about.
For anyone who's seen Fairy Tail, Charla is the white cat that hangs out with the blue hair girl. That's Charla. Dumb person. There's been multiple Sonic animes.
Sonic X specifically. Sonic X was my favorite. Sonic X hasn't had animes. He's had shows. He had Sonic, Sonic Adventures, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was a darker version, Sonic Underground, which I actually like. A lot of people hate it, but I actually like it. He has Sonic Boom, which I heard actually got better with time, because they got self-aware of, like, a bunch of stuff, and they were giving a lot of Sonomy fan service.
It's just a lot of the Sonic shows, overused joke, dumb person. Very overused joke.
What overused joke?
My favorite anime is Cory in the House.
Oh, come on. That's everywhere.
Sonic Boom got pretty good. I heard it did. I haven't really watched the Sonic animes or shows, but I've heard they're pretty good. It's just like, eh.
Oh, the Sonic animes are great. A lot of people don't like Chris. He's like the biggest problem. But other than that, I actually kind of like Chris. because he's supposed to kind of be like the vessel for. It's kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in that he's the April O'Neil. He's supposed to get kidnapped a lot, but he's supposed to also have the biggest connection and give them the outside world and stuff like that. Does anybody else notice that they completely got rid of cream and cheese? You never see them again. Like, ever. In anything. Not even the games. They're just gone. Forever. And it's almost hilarious if it wasn't sad. Yeah, Sonic Boom got pretty good because they got self-aware with a lot of their humor. There's an episode that was a parody of Misery, which is a Stephen King novel turned movie about a woman who kidnaps or quote-unquote rescues her favorite author for a book called Misery. And she pretends to be nice to this guy to like heal him and stuff like that. And she goes nuts when she finds out that Misery was killed off in the books. So she basically writes a new version where Misery lives, and she goes off the handle and stuff like that. But it was kind of based on that, and it was so funny because it was supposed to be like this guy who was writing Sonic fanfiction. And he did the same thing with Sonic, and it was just like, oh my god, they're going this route. And it was actually like legitimately funny. I'm not a fan of the CGI that much, though. It's a bit weird, to say the least. But it's not terrible. It just, everything kind of looks like a cutscene. What if I tell you Sonic 06 wasn't that bad just because of Silver and the Sonic the song at the end? Oh my god, Sonic 06. Jesus Christ. I think the biggest crime that Sonic 06 committed was it went into the human world without understanding what to do, because it looks like Final Fantasy half the time. And the other thing is that it committed a huge crime with Sonic's controls in general, in that Sonic is a fast-paced character. That's like his whole thing. It's really hard to have a fast-paced character in such an enclosed space. And that's what they did. They put him like in a town, they put him in a city, and it just doesn't work with a character like that, because you get jammed into certain spots, you get stuck because he's too fast for such tiny spaces. It's like if Pac-Man were put on 2 times speed. It's just too much. At least it wasn't Sonic Forces. I think Sonic Forces was interesting. I didn't play it. I didn't really play any of the Sonic games, but I've seen them, and they're pretty hilarious sometimes when they're bad. I heard Sonic Forces did okay, mostly because it was like, you make your own. It fed off of the whole DeviantArt part of society, in terms of everybody's had a Sonic OC. I have had a Sonic OC in the past. Everybody has. Everybody. Everyone. No one is innocent. No one is innocent. I'm in that artist part of me that doesn't know what to do with arms. Also, for some reason, I drew Twiggy thick. And I feel uncomfortable.
People can be thick.
People can be thick. Man or woman, you can be thick. No, you cannot see my Sonic OC, Jaja. She is buried away in the depths of time. I may bring her back someday. Solely because I wasn't, looking back at it, I wasn't totally bad at what her backstory was. At least I understood the principle of, like, you can't have a fucking Super Saiyan as your OC. Everybody loves her, and she's good at everything, and no one can kill her. But her flaw is that she lies sometimes. At least I didn't do any of that. I remember back in middle school, I was looking through this kid's art book, and I found a very lewd pic of Amy. Also, you need to download a DLC to become supersonic. Download. That's so shit. That is so shit. You shouldn't have to download to become supersonic. That is such BS. DLC is out of hand. Back in my day, games had every part of the story. Like, you shouldn't have to buy another part of the game in order to finish it. Oh my god, computer, why? Why do you gotta do this to me? Liz, are you enthralled in your game?
Kinda.
I don't know why. Why does it do this? Why does it do this? It just takes away my ability to draw. And I'm sitting here like a duck. I can't do anything about it. Because it sucks. It's supposed to be a reward, not a free download. That was going to be $1 US. You still shouldn't have to pay for a reward. That just ruins the whole point of it being a reward, doesn't it? They'll keep making DLC since people who are invested in a game will continually go to it for more time. It's true that. They know that they can get away with it, and that's kind of the sad part. It's like, you're gonna complain about it, but you're still gonna buy it. It's like when DC shows a trailer for a new movie. It's like, we're gonna complain about it, but we're still gonna go to it. And there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing. Is your phone going off? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. That's the buzzing.
That's the boozling.
Uh-huh. Because I'm on a lot of group chats and discords.
You always are. On like a ton of them, even on our calls. Oh god, I have to get to drawing hands. I hate drawing hands.
Have fun with that.
Everybody hates drawing hands because they suck. What are you playing right now?
I'm playing a game called Fantasy Life.
Yeah, that's true. A very dumb person. That is true. The whole point is that you were supposed to collect the emeralds so that you could become Super Saiyan. And it doesn't make sense if you have to, like, download it. It would be a lot more fun if it was, like, a side mission where you had to go collect them.
Just trying to figure this out right now.
What are you doing?
Okay, so let me kind of explain this game. So it's called Fantasy Life. and pretty much a life is your occupation. And I'm in the second chapter. I think there's 7 chapters of this game.
Oh,
And
so
you're
I have no
supposed
life. I have no life. Sorry, continue.
but right now I'm in the second chapter and I'm talking to the princess and she's like, we need a rope ladder. And I'm like, okay, where the fuck's the rope ladder? And I'm like, I actually just found it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it under the king's bed?
I don't like that.
That kind of concerns me.
Ooh, the king getting into some kinky shit.
Oh my god.
Hey, I could do puns.
Oh lord.
I can
Jesus.
do puns. My darkest joke yet. Drawing hands is is as hard as trying to an anti-vax stays alive more than 3 years. That made no sense. Think you might want to retype that one out, buddy.
Gaja up apparently.
The king wrapping a few presents on the queen. Aw, come on, dude. Ah, I don't want to think about that. No. No! Get that out of here. This is as hard as my spelling. Oh, boy. Do you want to take a guess as to what this image is for, Liz?
I'm not sure. What is it for?
It's for a cover.
Of a song that he's
Yep.
doing?
Yep. Now you get to hear my terrible singing, as well as my terrible voice acting on this channel of mine. With my terrible art and so on and so forth. And my phone is dying.
Go plug it in.
If I can find something, yeah? I'm mostly just using it to look at the chat.
Wait, is this going to be on your channel or Twinkies channel?
My channel.
I don't get to know the song, do I?
Aw, thank you, Jaja. I appreciate that. My darkest joke yet, again, drawing hands is as bad as trying to make an non-vaccinated kid stay alive for more than 3 years. Ah. I think my favorite dark joke so far has been like how normal parents contact their kids versus anti-vax parents contact their kids and they're like holding a Ouija board.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It's so bad, but it's so funny.
Interesting.
Oh. Have you heard that they find it offensive to be called anti-vaxxers, apparently?
Well, they need to get over it.
That just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, then what are you? I'm anti-vax. It's just like, well, you just said that it's offensive. PC culture is just getting out of hand. You can't say or do anything. There's a lot of infighting. It's just ridiculous. I just want to make jokes. And anti-vax kids' jokes are just like non-vaccinated kids because they never get old. Oh my god. I've actually had a few arguments with anti-vaxxers and it's amazing. It's amazing. Because one of them kept calling me a fucking idiot and I'm just like, boy. Whoa. The thing is
Try
that...
talk.
Sorry.
You continue.
Well, I was going to say is like, because I don't want to believe that they're bad people. I think that they are people that are just misinformed and think that they're doing a good thing. And it's just like, but you're not. And it's like, It's just one of those situations where I know that these aren't people trying to be malicious, but at the same time, they are doing something malicious. Fuck anti-vax parents. There's nothing good about non-vaccinating your kids. Fucking old sickies that we thought stopped existing are coming back and killing those anti-vax. Yeah. Yeah. I get mad about it too, but it's just... yeah. It is pretty fucked up. I don't understand why this is coming up now of all times either, because people are still bringing up the dude that brought up the whole your kid's gonna be fucking autistic if you vax your kids. The thing is that he came out that he was wrong. He told people he was wrong. He got his license removed because he was wrong. And it's like, why are you still using this as evidence? It's stupid. Yeah. And the other thing is that people will choose to lie about it. Like, oh, this is what happened when I didn't vax. Or this is what happened when I vaxxed my kids. Or whatever. And it's like, but you're lying. And people show that you're lying. Because, like, reverse image search is a thing. Like the one with the caked on mud meme from Reddit. It's just like, if you have to lie to make your point, then maybe your point is wrong. So stop it.
There will always be idiots in the world.
I have thought about doing commentaries, so maybe you'll see some of those videos on my channel. But I won't go too political, mostly because I don't want to deal with that.
What song? I'm trying to figure out from the cover what song you and Twiggy have sung.
Yeah, I'm just waiting audio from him. Unfortunately, he got sick, so he wanted to redo his lines.
I mean, fair enough.
Hell yeah, commentaries. He's been really good about it. I really appreciate it. He's singing on our channel, too. Any updates with that, by the way?
No, Slick hasn't sent me anything. Probably need to remind him. Jaja, I will answer that question in a moment. I'm actually trying to figure out, like, what? Is this a Bendy and Ink Machine song?
Oh, what's y'all's fave Pokemon? Or was meaning to ask it when we were on the subject. My favorite Pokemon is very difficult to think because I love almost all of them. I think my favorite would probably be Eevee.
No, there's not a song right now, Jaja. I was guessing on what the song was based on the cover art, and I think I know what it is.
It's not Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Never mind. I see the horns and the tail and the halo. And I'm like, maybe no.
It's not a video game, it's a show.
Is it an animated show?
Yes, it is.
I'll think about it for a moment. My favorite Pokemon is Swampert, and the reason for that is because Pokemon Sapphire was the first Pokemon game I ever played and beat. Not the first one I've ever played, but it was the first one that I kind of got to on my own because I have an older brother. And I didn't know shit about Pokemon. So when I saw all the starters, I'm like, oh my god, look at this adorable fish Pokemon. You're going to be my new best friend. And it has been my favorite ever since.
I think my favorite was, my favorite starter is not Dogo. It's not Dororo. I think my favorite one was Squirtle, because the thing was that I started with a Charizard, and then I went to the first gym leader, and it was like, it's a rock-type Pokemon. I'm like, well, restart. And then I went over to Squirtle. Plus, I love Squirtle. He's my baby. I think the other thing is, though, Um, do you want to hear the weird story of how I found out about Pokemon?
Mm.
So I found out about Pokemon because when I was a kid, Bulbasaur. Oh, he's so cute. But I found out about Pokemon because when I was a kid, I took the bus to school. I lived in Guam, and I took the bus to school for the longest time. So I was on the bus one day, and some random older kids came up to me, and they're like, "Hey, you want whatever we've got?" And I was like, sure." And they just shoved a bunch of cards in my hands. I was like, "What? What is this?" And the first Pokemon I ever saw was Jinx. And it was
Well,
just like, what the fuck is this? And so I went home that day and I went to my dad. I'm like, "Hey, what is this? What am I looking at here?" And yes, it's a story time. But I went to my dad and he was at his computer playing Minecraft because that was super big in the day. And I was like, "Hey, what is this? What is Pokemon?" And without saying, he didn't look at me. He didn't say a word to me. He got up from his desk, went over to like our china cabinet, down to the little cupboard below, pulled out a little basket, and handed me a Game Boy, a Game Boy. It was a red one, I believe. It was a red Game Boy, and 3 games. It was Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Blue, and Pokemon Red. And I was like, "What?" And then he left, went back to his desk, and proceeded to play his game. He didn't tell me a single thing. So I popped one of the cartridges in, and I played Pokemon for the first time. And it was great. And Lavender Town haunts me to this day. It's not the best way to be introduced to Pokemon, but it was how I was. And I've been a fan of Pokemon ever since. I've been a fan of Pokemon since I was 5, so that's 13 years.
Pokemon actually came out when I was pretty young. Let's see, it came to North America, what, 98 or 99?
99.
I know nothing. But I'm older than Nezzy, if
Yeah.
no one knew.
Because my dad was 17, I think. He told me he was 17 when he found out. It's been out, because then again, he was in Japan at the time. So he would have found out earlier than you did.
Possibly, like, so when your dad figured out about Pokemon, that makes sense. But anyway, when Pokemon was first introduced to North America, I think that's when I figured out about it and everything.
Did you read the comment? I'm sorry. He flexed on your little ignorant Pokemon kid ass.
I mean, that's not a lie, though.
Oh god, he did. And then I went back to that cupboard. I do remember I went back to that cupboard and I found a Game Boy Advance, the charger, and a couple more games like Galactica, and I think a couple more games. And that was before the DSi ever came out, and it was just like, whoa, video games are amazing. And I remember my your dad was like, "It's time. She will be blessed with my wisdom. Take this. It's dangerous tonight. Get with the times." My dad and I have always been really into video games. My mom has also been into video games, but she prefers Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts. Like my dad is like very variety wise with video games. I'm the same way, but I also prefer story and strategy based RPG. And then my mom has played specifically RPGs such as Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts, Wild West 3. I remember that one. Your childhood sounds sweet, Naz. It was pretty good. Classic gamer here. Hashtag gamer. I'm not doing that.
For me, we've always been, like, I have an older brother. He's older than me by 2 to 3 years, depending on the time of year, because of how our birthdays fall. And when the Game Boy was coming out, we did get a Game Boy, and we got Pokemon. my brother played it more than I did because, like, I was younger. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So he would let me play. He was just very specific, like, do not delete anything. You can walk around, you can battle, but don't, like, do anything to fuck anything up, pretty much. And I'm like, okay. And so I kind of experienced Pokemon. So, like, that's why back in 2003, when Ruby and Sapphire came out, I was 9 years old. So that helps you with the time frame. My brother got Ruby and I got Sapphire, and then all that stuff. But with me and my brother, we do like similar video games. Like there is like a bit of a similarity, but then we also have polar opposites. Like my brother used to, I don't know about now, but my brother was a lot more into racing games and FPSs and things around that. And I've always been more for like, I do play more casual games. I don't mean like like the computer flash games. I don't like Candy Crush. I play more like I play like Harvest Moon. I'm playing Fantasy Life. I play Ever Oasis, but I also do like my hardcore RPGs. Like I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy fan, but I did play Kingdom Hearts. I play a gym of a game called like gym of a series, which is hold on, Dragon Age. I play a lot of Elder Scrolls and all that. And then my brother is also a big person on Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and I don't have the patience for it.
Oh god, I've heard Bloodborne is hell.
I could not even get to the first boss.
I'm like I'm kind of I think one of my favorite most recent games was maybe like Bravely Default. And I love Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is probably one of my favorite. Wii Sports was my shit back in the day. My fave is MMORPGs, platformers, race games, and beat 'em ups. I'm playing FF2 RN right now, and I've got lost for the last few hours, and I'm so happy right now. I think my favorites are always strategy based games, like RPGs and stuff. Turn-based RPGs for one. Like Fire Emblem, Dragon Quest, of course. That was my OG. Kingdom Hearts was one of the first games that I played, which was free roam battle. Maybe Panic, but I love the story. I think one of the few first-person shooters I played was Destiny. I really love Destiny. I've heard they've kind of fallen off the back end, though, so that kind of sucks. I remember one racing game that I had was for the Nintendo 64, and that was Disney Racing, because we were too poor to have Mario Kart. And then Mario 64, which was hilarious because back then I had no idea what I was doing, so I ended up just spending most of my days killing Mario in the moat.
Dumb person is like, let's talk about board games. So, for Christmas, my friend bought me a game I've been wanting for years. It's an expensive game, and that's why I've like kind of always brushed it off like I want it. But I don't feel like dropping $50 for a board game. But she surprised me this Christmas and she got it, and I've taught all of my friends, and Lord Jesus, we get so competitive in that beautiful game is Settlers of Catan.
Settlers of Catan.
And then I also went out and bought the 2-player expansion, so now we can have up to 6 people playing this horrible but beautiful board game. If you have never played Settlers of Catan, this is the best way to describe it. It's kind of like Risk with a mixture of Monopoly.
Oh, hell yes.
It is... Oh boy. It is an interesting game.
I love me some Settlers of Catan. I never won because my dad was smarter than me, but I love Settlers of Catan. One of my favorite games was Clue. I loved Clue.
I do like a good Clue.
Clue. There's a thing on Steam called Board Game Simulator, and I really want to get it because I feel like we could have a lot of fun with that because there's a mode on there where you can flip the table. Oh, a strange game that I actually did really like was Mancala. I loved Mancala.
Oh, hey, Hunter.
Oh, is he done with his stream?
Hunter's on here, yeah.
Oh, hello. Have you played Mancala?
No.
I love Mancala. Mancala! Hell yes. Una made my dad go to prison.
Okay, if you want another good board game, well, it's actually like a card game. But it's not like what you would think of like cards or like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something like that. I have a game called Boss Monster.
Why does it sound familiar, but I don't trust you?
No. Okay, so basically this is what Boss Monster is. It's kind of like, as weird as it sounds, it's like a dungeon building card game. The purpose of the game is that at the beginning of the game, you choose a boss monster. Like in like an old classic video game, like 80s, early 90s video games. And you choose a boss monster and they get certain ones get certain perks. And you're supposed to build dungeons to lure heroes into the dungeon and kill them.
Oh my god.
Yes. That is, and like after you kill so many, you win. But if they get to the end of the dungeon, you lose points. And it's a really fun game, and there's multiple expansions. So also the people who make that game are incredibly nice and amazing, and I would suggest like this is someone I would support because of something that happened. Like when I first got the name or the game, why did I say name? When I first got the game, there was an issue with it, and the place I bought it from wouldn't do anything about it. So I actually messaged the company directly, and they sent me a completely new game.
There's a Dark Souls board game?
That doesn't surprise me.
What? I mean, there's a Fortnite Monopoly, so people are willing to do anything.
Okay, I know here, at least in America, I don't know if it's gone to other places in the world.
This is America.
A lot of game companies. Well, it's because it's very specific to millennials.
You? Aren't you technically millennial?
I am a millennial.
I'm Gen Z.
Yeah, you're a Generation Z. But like, there's these games that have been like really specifically advertised towards millennials because they are redoing older games that were part of our childhood, but they put twists on them. Like, we have two of them now. One, we have Sorry Not Sorry, and the game is Sorry, but it's a lot more asshole-ish. It's like, the original game of Sorry is to move your piece around the board and get it back to home. And if you hit anyone along the way, you send them back to home.
And then they have cards to screw others over.
Yeah, or like, and that's how you move. But in this game, if you bump someone, you take their piece and you put it in your home. And when you get up, and you can do that to anyone. And when you get so many, so it's not your pieces. You can steal pieces.
Oh, come on.
Hunter is an amazing game. And then the other one we have now is the Game of Life, but it's the millennial version. And the object of the game is to get out of debt.
Oh, no.
Like,
that's too real for me. That's too real.
So like you have to choose a career card and a house card, like always, when you get to the point. And like the careers are like YouTuber, like they can't say YouTuber, or like fitness guru, or something like a millennial would do. And like some of the houses are like, okay, and a house that you live in with 6 other people, your parents' basement, a van, you're bumming on your friend's couch, and I'm like, this hits really close to home, fam.
Oh no!
And the only way to win the game is when you get, I think, because the money's outrageous. It's like you have to get $500,000.
Sounds like Monopoly.
Yeah, but like you get screwed. Like, and like here's the thing, how the game makes it more interesting is you would draw a card every turn, and it has something you have to do. Like, oh, this happened at work, you got fired. But on the bottom of the card, it will say you can do this dare, and if you do the dare, You give the card to someone else, and then they have to do it.
So it's like Monopoly if everything was the income tax card.
It's more like this. Okay, like one of them is like, tell us your weirdest dream you've ever had. And if they do it, then you can give that card to someone else. And they don't have to, they can't do the dare. So if it's like, oh, you lose your job, then if whenever you give that card to someone, they lose their job and have to get a new one.
Oh, so you lost your job? Oh, oh, that sounds hilarious.
It is. I didn't play it that night because it was only 4 players. So I'm just like, I'm just going to sit back.
I did have one game that I wanted to play with some of you guys. I got the original Life for the first time. I felt how a dad feels when they have kids, when they take kids. Oh my god. These board games are making me kind of depressed. Oh, because they're too real.
And then I know there is millennial version Monopoly.
Oh god. Is half of it being born with a silver spoon?
I'm not sure. We've been trying to actually find it in stores, but like it is very hard to find. I think every time they get a shipment in, someone buys it.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh my god. We're in like that age where there's a lot of really good and crappy stuff coming out at the same time. And at least we have all of our avocados.
Yes, so we can have avocado toast.
I don't care what anybody says, I actually legit love avocados. Avocados are so good. I love making salsa with some bacon and cheese. Ooh, can y'all tell us about some dreams y'all had? As in, like, dreams that we've had while sleeping, or, like, aspirations?
Yeah, that's a good clarification.
Because, like, I had a really weird dream a couple nights ago.
I took a nap earlier, and I had a really weird dream.
Like, do you ever have those dreams where it's like a movie?
Sleeping dreams.
What?
They're saying sleeping dreams.
Oh, okay. Have you ever had those dreams where you're like it plays out like a movie?
Kind of.
I both love and hate those because those are my most common dreams and they're always so nightmarish and I hate it. But I had a dream. I had one dream where I was in like a house and I was offered a job by a lady that worked there with another friend of mine. So we were spending the night there and there was like a movie on and every time the screen went out, a ghost would come by. So the lady knows about these ghosts and she'd say like, quick, shoot him with the bullet. And I'm like, well, that's not going to do anything. And it's like, no, shoot him with the bullet that matches the color. So if it was like blue, you'd shoot him with a blue bullet. And if it was like pink, you'd shoot him with a pink bullet. And then they would be calmed, I suppose. And and so this happens like a couple of times. I flirt with, there was like flirting with one of the ghosts. And when all the ghosts are gone, I don't remember exactly what happened, but apparently the house was lifted of its curse. And it was found out that the lady was like the reason why all those ghosts were like all acting all crazy. And they were supposed to be 5, but there was 1. And so the house gets searched and there is a person in the closet that is like rotting, but they're still alive. And it was so creepy because they die on the spot. And then it's just us searching the house. And like you see like the rooms of these people. You see what they've where they lived and stuff. Learn the backstory of some of the people and like what the lady did. And it was weird and creepy and wrong. And it was just like, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know what the fuck kind of dream it is, Jaja. That's what I had to ask myself because I woke up and it almost felt like I was waking up in the dream. So I was confused about where I was. And it was like, I don't understand. I think it's because I had recently watched Haunted Mansion again with a friend of mine. So that kind of like infested its way into my brain. So that was a really weird dream that I had. And it was terrifying. Oh, God. Now you know what it's like to be in my brain. So you got a dream list?
My dream earlier wasn't probably as weird. It was just like, why am I dreaming this? Okay, so it partially has to stem that like I'm in a D&D group. You'll figure out where I'm going with this. So I had this weird dream where I was taking the ACT again. Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Aww.
And
I'm
I
so
just
sorry.
remember like in the dream they were saying, okay, you have a choice here. And I'm like, well, okay. It's like, well, the choice is that you can take the test like normal, and then like whatever score you get, or you can roll some D&D dice.
Or you can what?
You can roll like the dice you would use in D&D to get your score.
What?
It gets weird. And I was like, you know what? I feel pretty confident. I'm going to roll the dice. I got the shittiest score.
I have dreams about hanging on to the tails of a giant golden retriever. You live in another life in yours, Ness. I remember a very particular dream that was extremely real. I've actually had a lot of dreams where it is like living another life. There was one where I was like in a village. I think I've had like 2 where I got kidnapped. That's just crazy shit in my dreams, and it's like, I really wish my life was that interesting. That would be nice. Ugh. Oh, but unfortunately, it's not. Oh my gosh. I've had a lot of dreams where I was like falling. And those ones suck. Cuz it always you always wake up jumping onto your bed. OMFG, getting kidnapped in your dream, that is some shit. Well, it wasn't like dangerous kidnapped. It was like 50s where it's like, "Oh, no, the lady's gone and now the strong, handsome man or whatever has got to save him," I guess. I don't know. It was one of those. I wasn't like in any actual danger. It played out like a really cheesy movie, basically. It's just, I've had some weird dreams over the years. Let's just leave it at that.
I feel.
Mine was, I was in a grindhouse zombie movie, and this woman threw me into a closet, and she said, "Tell Amanda I love him. Tell Amanda I love him." And then a male version of her popped up beside her. What the hell? Oh my god. That's fucking weird. I think even in my dream I'd be like, what's going on? Something is wrong. I've always wanted to have like a lucid dream, but I don't know how to trigger them.
Ooh.
Maybe I had one when I was like really young and I just don't remember, but I do remember I've always wanted to have a lucid dream. Do anything you want in your own head. I wish I could have cool dreams like yours, Nez. I wish you can have them. They scare the shit out of me. You can have them. If I could give them to you, I would. I don't want them. They're terrifying. I hate it. Uh, oh my god. I always have so many nightmares. I hate it. Either I dream of nothing or I have nightmares and I hate it. And I've had some weird dreams in my life. Whoop. Like Adam Sander, Adam's. Oh my gosh, I was sleeping. Also, I have a window beside my bed, and I saw a man in a coat with green eyes. Those eyes were like some moon-like eyes, but there's more. But I'll need to make another comment, like Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. Then I heard a beautiful British woman's voice saying, "See, Amanda has told you to tell her husband, Amanda, she loves him. What does that mean?" Then woke up. It sounded like you were in a therapy. It sounded like in your dream you were having therapy. And your therapist was a woman with a beautiful British voice, apparently. I think the weirdest dream I've ever had when I was younger was when I had a dream. It was one of those dreams where you're like aware that it was almost a lucid dream, but it was a dream where it's like you're aware that you're sleeping and that you're dreaming, but you can't do anything. I had a dream where I was standing up over my bed. Alpha, what the fuck, man? I had a dream where I was standing over my bed, watching myself sleep, and then as I was sleeping, a dream bubble popped up with another image of me sleeping. So I was watching myself dream of myself watching me sleep. It was a really weird dream. I've also had those dreams where you like get up and you go to the bathroom, you take a drink of water, and then you wake up and you're like, I thought I just did all that stuff. I want to hear British voices in my dreams. I spent all morning trying to figure out what that meant, lol. I would too, buddy. I would have some serious questions for my brain if I woke up doing all that, or if I woke up after all that. So I tried to go to my mom's room, but a spider the size of a brain came down with green eyes and with a huge ant jaw. But here's something funny. His voice was like a silly pirate voice. That is the most adorable thing ever. Just a huge ass spider with a silly voice. Reminds me of Jeff from Billy and Mandy's Grim Adventures. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Jeff. Did you ever watch Billy and Mandy's Grim Adventures?
I did.
Oh god, that show was awesome. I always questioned why they had a Jamaican skeleton,
What?
but at the same time, I didn't mind it.
I was gonna save it for tomorrow.
Okay, I'll put the fridge there.
Sorry, someone was talking to me.
I could hear. It sounded like your brother.
It's actually my dad.
Oh, wow. I recently became friends with the British voice actress before I had that dream, lol. I had a dream that I woke up on an alligator's back and it was swimming throughout the marsh with me laying on it, and all the trees around me had that face from the tree of Pocahontas, and that was it. That sounds like a really chilled out dream. You sure you weren't high? That is a very checked out dream. So is there anything else that you want to hear? Our stories or whatever? Whatever people do on streams. I could do a good impression of Billy. And the next morning I woke up at my mom's room, so I probably was like daydreaming at night. People have weird dreams. Some weird dreams. I'm glad that this stream didn't turn out to be a total bust. I'm not as incompetent as I thought. Yay. Joy. How long have we been on? We've been on for almost 2 hours. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, son, where'd you find this?
Hello, Alexander.
Oh,
Welcome to the
hi.
stream.
Hello. Hi there. Is there anything else you, like, guys want to question me about or whatever? I don't know what people do on streams. What do people do on streams?
Questions, randomly talk about stuff, joke around. That's what me and my friends do on her art streams.
I might have another stream soon where me and my friends play golf with friends because it's a hilarious game and at least 4 of us have it.
I do not have it.
It's really cheap. It's like $5. I still
Maybe.
recall it because I dream like once a year and I've really got under my skin because I hate spiders. Oh god, same. I think I've had 2 dreams where I've encountered like a giant spider. And it's because of that fucking scene from Lord of the Rings and Jeff from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. You should get it, Liz. We can play it together and it's hilarious.
Possibly.
I will definitely try to do it. Jesus!
I'm sorry.
I will definitely try to do another stream this time playing a game because I think it would be really funny. Ooh, I want to hear about a time someone annoyed the shit out of you. Let's talk about how good Smash is. I wish I can play PC games with y'all. The time someone annoyed the crap out of me.
Every single day I go to work.
Oh yeah, because you work with teens.
I'm a substitute teacher. I get annoyed every day.
I think, gosh, I can't really remember a time I was really annoyed. I think the only times I've actually been really annoyed, because I'm actually pretty patient most of the time, was when I'm on my cotton pony days.
Oh, Nezzy, I meant to tell you, and since Hunter is here, he'll know too. Well, now he'll know. I think I only told you in Nicole, but I am now looking for other employment.
What are you talking about by that? What do you mean by that?
I'm going to quit my job as soon as I find another job.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I finally had gotten to the point where I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm not getting paid enough for all the bullshit I have to do every day. So I am currently going to be looking for other employment.
Good for you. I think after this stream I'm going to work on the art that I have to do for Inner Sins, which is another project that I'm a part of for Sparkletail Studios. Go check them out. Liz, I'm so sorry that my fellow peers are dipshits. Wait, I have to read. I'm having laptop issues. I can still record fine, but I'm having mouse pad issues. Also, I had another dream where I dress as a sandwich and then a giant monkey ate me. Well, at least you're not in my class. All the girls don't stop talking. Liz, I'm so sorry my fellow peers are dipshits.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is that a worthy apology of you, Liz?
I mean, yeah. I was just tired. I'm still very tired today.
Oh, we did kind of interrupt your nap.
Actually, no, I've been up. It's just I'm still tired.
Oh, I know that feeling.
And right now I'm reading something real quick.
Y'all should watch my streams. Y'all never show up, lol JK. You never play any games that I find interest in. I'm not that much of a free roam fight game person. Street Fighter-esque thingy. It's not how I jam. So is there any questions you have for us? It is the 200 subscriber special. Hey Alpha, you have Smash.
Okay. I was reading comic real quick. Jaja's asking, where do you learn to stream so well?
I'm using Streamlabs, which is actually a really easy program to help you with streams and stuff, so you can like set things up. It's free too. You can get it for free. There's a lot of tutorials online about it. How did you feel when you got to 200 subscribers? Oh my god, there's so many questions popping up at once. How did you feel when you got to 200 subscribers? I felt ecstatic because I never knew that I would ever get like that far. Everybody has dreams of, I guess, getting some type of relevance, and although like a part of me was like, yeah, I could definitely do this. I think I have what it takes. There's also like that voice in your head that's kind of like, you're not gonna get that far. But I was so happy when I reached 200 subscribers. It's very exciting because, you know, it's like, holy crap, people actually give a crap about what I say or what I put out, and it's like, wow. Woo. Cuz YouTube is a job that I would really like to have, cuz I've thought about it a lot, and I feel like a job in entertainment would be the most interesting and fit the most in terms of like my personality and things like that. And I feel, you know, having a little bit of confidence in myself and my work would be great. And, you know, honing my skill, like trying to practice editing or trying to practice drawing or animation, things like that, would be really fun, and it would be good for a person like me. What games are you interested in? Well, we kind of answered this way earlier on, but mostly MMORPG, or RPG strategy-based games, stuff like that. Mostly thinking games where it's like you have to premeditate what you do. Turn-based stuff. I'd like to know if you're self-taught in drawing or actually went to get an education in it. Well, kind of, I guess. When I was a kid, I did take a drawing class, but I didn't pay attention as much as I probably should have, because I would always rush my art so I could play with the potato head in the playroom. My mom draws, most of my family draw. Like, all in my family, a lot of people have some form of talent. Either it's like singing or drawing or dancing, or music. A lot of my family share these traits. So I've been drawing since I was maybe like 3 years old. Like, I would draw simple stuff. And then as I got older, I would look at maybe a drawing that my friend made, and I would try to take certain aspects that I thought were nice. Like, this is how my friend draws a nose. Like, okay, I'll try to incorporate that. Like, this is how people draw chibis. I'll try to incorporate that. I also watched a lot of animated films when I was younger, so I took a lot of inspiration from Disney. Like, oh, this is how they draw bodies. This is how they make certain poses. This is how they draw eyes and things like that. So I guess you could say a mixture of both. I also took a paint class in my senior year of high school, so I did get a lot more knowledge in terms of like color, in terms of shading, in terms of different types of art and things like that. So I guess it's a little bit of both. This is one of the sweetest streams I've been a part of. I'm having a lot of fun. Aw, thank you.
Aw.
That's so sweet. When you reach 250 subs, I would recommend say, so guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers. Is that a Biocynical reference? So guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers. I do have 2 Tales of Games, Zestria and Berserkria. What, I'll correct myself 1,000 subs. Wait, I'll correct myself 1,000 subs. Oh, hey guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subs. Yeah, that'll definitely be a very interesting day. I do have a lot of stuff planned for this channel, and there are certain stuff that I want to do. I actually plan to do a commentary on I'm Alex for one of his videos that I thought would be interesting to argue a point of. I'm hitting high. I'm hitting high. And I'm going to drop low.
I need to do more stuff on my channel.
Pyro is a very cool person. I've never met him. I do like his content. And I do find like inspiration in how he talks and stuff. Because a lot of the people that I subscribe to, I personally think, I like to hear people argue certain points. There is, the drama aspect, because there's like a weird sense of justification that people have for watching people that they consider bad people get called out for shit that they do. But at the same time, it's very interesting to hear like people's arguments and the way that they articulate things and the way that they talk, and the way they talk about their points and things. I have always found interest in debate. I've always found interest in bringing up like evidence and stuff like that to make your point. And I've always tried to keep a very open mind when it comes to people who oppose my point. And there have been times where I changed my opinion because of those people. And it's really always a very interesting thing to hear why people think the way they do, how they think the way that they do. I'm so excited for the future of your channel. Just hearing about what you're planning on is making me happy. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. And I guess the other thing is that I guess it's just kind of a human thing to want to make an impact. It's just people don't always have the right way of doing it, I suppose. I mean, even I'm sometimes like a little bit of a stickler when it comes to numbers, because it's just kind of expected. Because, like I said, I personally think it's part of human nature to want to be loved, to want to be appreciated for certain things that you do. And I don't find anything wrong with that. I do find things wrong in what people tend to do in order to get to that point, whether it's deserved or whether it's like what some people may consider to be lazy or risque or desperate. Aw, thank you, a very dumb person. Thank you too. I want, because the thing is that I, just like everybody else on this platform, I do want, the typical, I want this to be my job. I want to do all the things that they do, but at the same time, I want to have a sense of having earned it. I want to earn respect in terms of the community. I want to earn that kind of thing, because I don't think I will ever be truly satisfied. Even if my channel did blow up, I don't think I would ever be satisfied if it came from, oh, I did this one I did this one super edgy thing, and that's all that I am. It's kind of also why I semi-stopped doing the Pixie and Brutus stuff. I'll bring them back occasionally, but I kind of just let that one go a little bit because I didn't want to be known solely for doing Pixie and Brutus comics. I feel like a lot of channels fall into that category of where they're stuck because they can't extend or do anything else with their content because they gain too much of a following from doing this one thing, and it makes them stuck. And I don't want to be stuck because I think I would go insane if I did the same exact thing for all of my videos, even if it's like gaming videos or commentaries or reviews. I feel like I would lose my mind if I solely did that. I want to try something to grow my channel, but I don't know how. Just do whatever you want. Now, for an unknown reason, I'll say the N-word, nipple. Okay. It is definitely a part of human nature to seek out recognition, but people should know that you should question if you're happy with yourself, and if you are, then that's all the love that you need. I do agree with that. People have different things that make them happy. People have different things that make them feel fulfilled, I suppose. But that's one of the ways that I guess I'll feel fulfilled, maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe one of the ways that I'll feel fulfilled is if I manage to grow my audience in my own way, where I do my thing and I do what I want. Sure, there'll be people that'll leave because, like, I'm not doing a certain thing, but I don't know. It's just kind of, it's one of those give or take scenarios. I don't want to give up what makes me happy because I lose an audience. And I want to do what I want to do. And as long as I'm not really hurting anybody on my channel, then I think that's fine. And there are certain times where maybe in the future I'm going to do something where it's like I think what I'm doing is right, but I'm not. And when I get called out for it, we'll see what happens. I can't guarantee everything that will happen, and I can't guarantee everything that I'll say. But I will always try my best to do what I think is the right thing. And it just kind of depends on what happens. It is, also I got an announcement to make. I vape. Congrats, Hunter. The comics were nice. I liked your voice acting. And yeah, doing the same exact thing on your channel can put you in a rut. And that's what happens to most YouTubers. Good for you, man. Yeah. Yeah. I have seen that with a lot of YouTubers where they want to try something new and unfortunately they can't. So they have to make like a whole new channel and grow a whole new audience. And they're stuck with 2 channels. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to build this channel on the concept of variety. No, there will never be a consistent flow in terms of videos. And that's what my audience will come to expect. And you can stay or not. I don't mind. It is entirely your choice. Oh yeah, everybody, Alpha Perunga is the voice of Brutus for the Pixie and Brutus comics. I actually have another Pixie and Brutus lined up. Because I got permission from the person who made those comics to do them as long as I put credit. So that's going to be exciting. Like I said, though, it's just... it just kind of depends on what happens. I really hope that my channel grows more on my personality. So regardless of what I do, people will watch it because they like me or because they find me interesting. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things about a channel. Because I'm subscribed to a lot of people that do a variety of things. And I watch because I like the person. I think that they're interesting. I like their voice. I like how they talk. I like how they act. So I'll watch, regardless if it's a different thing. So I kind of hope to build my channel on that idea And you know, there will be people that don't like me purely because of my personality. I can't even fully say with confidence that I like me. But it's one of those things, basically. If they do leave, then they're missing out. And Alpha, thanks for voicing in the comic. I enjoyed y'all both, and congrats on vaping. I'm just glad that so far a lot of people have been really supportive of this channel. There's like a lot of nice comments. It's the same thing with the Dubtail channel. There's like a lot of very, very supportive people. Although, don't get me wrong, we do get salty at the occasional dislike. The biggest part of the channel is the personality.
Yeah, sometimes on Dubtail people write really stupid comments, and I'm like, okay then, you can just have your own opinion. I'm actually really trying to remember the last stupid opinion, like the last stupid comment we got was just like, it was on one of our older videos, and I'm like, excuse you, that is not Gaster, that is someone else, and I'm like, they're talking in Wingdings.
There's only one character that talks in Wingdings.
There's one character that speaks in Wingdings, so I'm like, okay, have your stupid opinion.
I do remember a lot of the comments that do annoy me are like, did anybody else see that? That very obvious thing that was in the main focus? Did anybody else see that? And it's like, no, I did not.
I think one comment that still kind of bugs me to this day, it was on an older comic, it's like,
was it the crying one?
Yes.
Oh my god, the crying comment.
I was like, excuse me, do you know how hard it is to, like, legit try to force yourself to cry? Thank you very much.
Not to mention the fact that, like, to this day, I don't know who they were talking about, because you cried, I think Alpha cried. No, wait, that wasn't Alpha at the time, that was Punmaster Sans.
At the time, yeah.
It's just like, who are you talking about? Who is it? And then all of us were like on the edge of our seat because like, who fucked up? Who fucked up?
I think it was probably me. That's why.
I don't know. I thought it was me for the longest time because like, I listened back to that. It's like I could have done better on the crying.
I still think it was me.
I think the hardest part about crying for that character, though, is the fact that my voice was already higher pitched a little bit because I was playing a kid. So it was like, how am I going to do this?
People.
You people. You can never be satisfied. You people.
I really need to do more on my channel. It's just like, what do I, like, I know, like, I should do what I want, but I'm also over here, like, I don't even know what I want to do.
Well, the thing is, I know what I want to do. The biggest issue is the fact that people, most of the time, they subscribe to a channel purely because it has that one thing that they want. Bless you. Whether it be, like, drama or voice acting or whatever. And it's just like, I don't really want to do that because I will lose my mind if I keep doing the same exact thing over and over again. Definition of insanity. I mean, you could try the cover thing again. I know you're saving money for,
a Blue Yeti.
Yeah. Speaking of crying, I need to record a scene from Daredevil as the Punisher in the graveyard scene. It's the saddest scene ever. The saddest scene for me is the fucking Pokemon Let's Go scene with Cabone's mom. They took that scene and they ran with it. They wanted to make you cry. Pokemon just gets progressively darker as time goes by.
Yeah.
It's both hilarious and it's sad at the same time. Because it's just like, I don't know how much more my heart can take of seeing a Pikachu die. I don't know how much more I can take. My heart can only take so much. You almost sound like you're convincingly crying.
No, it's my sniffles.
Why, you poor nosy. Nosy.
can't stop the sniffles.
Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, I don't want to get copyrighted shit.
You can use up to 20 seconds of a song and not get copyrighted strike.
I used 20 seconds of a song in one of my videos and I got copyrighted. I'm not kidding. In my first ever commentary, I played 20 seconds of a song from the 30s of all times and I got copyrighted. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I was an angry boy. I was a very, very angry boy. I even did the Tumblr claps.
Wait, I think I know what the cover of the song you're going to sing is now.
What is it?
Like, no, that's what Jaja's singing, but what do you think, Jaja?
Oh, what do you think?
See if you are correct.
Ooh, what are they gonna type? What are they gonna type? I will honestly be surprised if you pick it out because this is really out of context. Not to mention the fact I've been like really zoomed in for a majority of it because I'm doing the line work. Oh no, flip it back. I need to see it. Today, this summer, the sniffling, the second sniffle. You're being teased. You're
I
being
know.
teased.
I know. Sing Run Around by Blue Travelers. That's what Hunter's guessing.
Oh no, hell no. I've never heard of that. Hey, what's the weirdest song you've ever had stuck in your head before?
Not sure.
Because I think the weirdest song I've ever had stuck in my head was Mama's Little Baby Wants Shortman Bread. Mama's little baby loves Shortman, Shortman. Mama's little baby loves Shortman bread. God, that song.
I mean, Hunter, I think I might know the song, but unless I listen to it, I probably don't.
Liz should know what the song is.
Let me pull it up on my phone. Let me listen to like 10 seconds of it.
Don't play it on my stream. Don't do it.
I'll put earbuds in.
You're putting me in danger.
I have earbuds.
You are putting me in the danger zone. A dangerous game. If anybody can remember where A Dangerous Game is from, I will love you forever.
Oh. I know what it is. All I had to hear was the harmonica.
The harmonica?
Yeah.
I remember I used to have a harmonica.
It's not one of my more favorite songs, but I do know it.
I do have a clarinet and a little harp thingy that I can't remember the name of.
A liar?
No. It's one of those where you gotta flick a little metal bar in order to make sound.
I'm not sure.
I keep forgetting what the name of it is, and it's like pissing me off. Because it's just like, I know what it is, but at the same time, I don't know what it is. The weirdest song I got stuck in my head is Hit or Miss. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shine and Nicole would not stop with that song in my Doodle Play Let's Play. Doodle Date Let's Play. Oh my god. They would not stop. Ever. There was one awkward moment where I accidentally thought of the Dinosaurs theme while talking to girls. Jesus. You people. You people. You people. Look at the Twiggies. Twiggy's a thick boy. He's a thick boy.
You're just having fun with that.
I don't want to talk to them afterwards. I didn't want to talk to them afterwards. Okay, I misread that. I'm reading all the comments from my phone. So it's really small. I was thinking about getting my Switch so I could read it from there. I guess they never miss, huh? Oh, I guess you never miss, huh?
You said this was from an animated show.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it American or Japanese?
American. America.
It's an
This is American.
It's an American show.
This is American. I'm such an idiot. That's not what the show was. I just remembered it. Because in my old videos, I used to say bye biking, and that's what that's from. Because when I was a kid, whenever I talked to my parents on Skype, because we live very far away from each other, I loved Umpaman, so we would say bye biking, because that's what the villain says when he gets shot into the sky, similar to
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket, yeah. Blasting off again.
I'm trying to think of what this could be, but I'm like drawing blanks.
Think Cartoon Network.
Okay. Gosh. It's not Steven Universe, is it?
No. But close.
Adventure Time?
Yep.
I'm going to assume it's Good Little Girl.
Yep.
Good little girl.
With a twist.
But you're doing it reversed.
Yep.
Good little boy. Always picking a fight with me. You know that I'm bad.
But
you're spending the night with me.
Don't spoil it. But there's a weird song that got stuck in my head. It goes like this. How many shrimps do you have to eat before your skin turns pink? You eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich. I was talking to girls and then I hear Wham Bam. It's the Dino Slam. And then there's the epic / silly solo. I do remember there was one that I found out from Gabe Gross. It was like, oh crap, what was it? It was like the kids are in the meadow. The meadow's full of oh my god. What was it? Like Sally had a... Let me see if I could try to look it up. Alpha, I'm worried about your health. Same. We are too. What was it? Miss Susie was the name of it. It was like, Miss Susie had a steamboat, the steamboat had a bell, Miss Susie went to heaven, the steamboat went to hello operator, please give me number 9, and if you disconnect me, I'll kick you from behind the refrigerator. There was a piece of glass, Miss Susie sat upon it and caught her little, asked me no more questions, tell me no more lies, the boys are in the bathroom, zipping up their flies are in the meadow, bees are in the park, Miss Susie and her boyfriend are kissing in the dark. It's like a movie's like a show is like a TV screen, and that is all I know. And then there was another song from a show that I used to watch when I was really, really young. And I don't remember watching it. But I saw like a clip of it on Facebook where it was like, this is the song that doesn't end. And it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. And it goes on and on, my friend.
Okay, actually, you know what? I thought of a pretty good song that I actually have gotten stuck in my head. Someone, I don't know who did, I have to look it up on YouTube. There is a song for Magikarp.
I...
Do you know the song?
No, but I feel like I do. I do
It's like,
remember there was the Banana Phone song from old YouTube back when Film Cow was really big. Just put a banana in your ear. A banana.
that is from Charlie and the Unicorn.
Yeah, Film Cow.
Yes.
Just put a banana in your ear. A banana in my ear. Just put a right banana right into your favorite ear. It's true, says who? It's true. It's hard to hear the world's despairs when you have a banana in your ear. Oh my god. I miss old YouTube back when there was like a ton of dark humor. Although that might have been what led me to being what I am. Might have been like a huge factor in why I am what I am. I am what I am. Did you find your Magikarp song?
Oh, I can easily get to it.
Oh, that was probably one of my favorite roasts. So there's like a dude on Twitter who was like, I walked all this time to get nothing but a friggin' Magikarp, and then someone who had a Magikarp as his name and account, it was like, imagine having to wait 9 months. Imagine having to carry you for 9 months and figure out that it's you. Or something like that. I definitely messed it up, but it was hilarious. I'm not that funny.
Okay, I'm gonna play part of it over the mic.
Oh, no, don't.
Just like a little bit of it.
No, I could get copyright strike. YouTube is shit.
It's a fan song.
YouTube is garbage, though.
But I found it. Here, I'll link it. We can do that.
In the chat?
Yes.
Oh.
For anyone who wants to listen to the Magikarp song.
Magikarp, carp.
Oh my gosh, this is why I hate YouTube streams. Like on Picardo, you can do whatever the fuck you want. This is why I prefer Picardo. And it's specifically for artists.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't be good enough to use your Picardo.
Anyone can use Picardo.
I specifically chose this, though, because it has, like, these cute little animations. Here, let me do one. Test widget. It has these little animation things that pop up. It has these little animations, and also it has, like, donation stuff to it. So it's, like, it's really useful. I suggest if anybody is going to get into, like, streaming to use this, because it's really good. There it is! On the stream! Oh, it's so cute. Oh, Alpha's leaving. Bye, Alpha.
Hmm.
Good little girl.
Always taking a flight with me, you know that I'm
bad.
Are you spending the night with me? What do you want from my world? You're a good little girl.
We still need to finish your 707 song.
I've pretty much given up on it. Because, like, Mystic Messenger is not as popular as it once was. I was trying to do it during the hype.
I don't know. I do whatever I want whenever. I don't really give a crap if it's relevant or not.
I mean, fair enough.
I still have a moth meme that I need to do. Because I'm trash!
I'm waiting for us to do the error animatic.
Oh, yeah. I still need to do that. I have like a lot of crap on my plate.
I know, but aren't you gonna be quitting one project? Not gonna say what for sakes, but
I mean, if it doesn't go the way that it
that you want it to.
essentially, yes, that I'm afraid I might have to pick the selfish option and leave that project. Because it's just like, I've already told you my reasons, but it's
Yeah,
not, to put it gently, it's simply not fair on everybody.
it's not.
I'll remember Alpha's best words. Wham bam, it's the Dino Slam! Wham bam, it's the Dino Slam. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, though, we are going to have to end this stream soon. It's been pretty much 2 hours. Also, if you want to hear Liz singing some more, go over to her channel.
I don't have any video. I only have 2 videos up, and only one of them is singing.
I don't care. It's still something.
I was actually pretty proud of those parody lyrics, though.
Hell yes. I'm stronger than you. Ooh. But this has been really nice. It's been really fun.
Yeah. Where's the person?
I will give a little bit of warning, though. When in the Doodle Date series, when you get to Nicole's route, it gets a little bit dark during the end. Like, really dark. Not in terms of the story, well, kind of, but also in terms of some of the group's humor. So, just a little bit of a heads up. Just a little bit of a heads up. You'll see what I mean. It gets a little bit too dark for my taste.
But that's Nicole for you. So.
Oh no, it wasn't Nicole, it was Shine.
Rip.
Yeah. Yeah. But oh well. I'll deal with the consequences of that. Do you know how to make it so that a stream stays on your channel? Because I don't want this to disappear.
It should go into the archives after this.
I mean, the last ones did. The ones that I didn't want to exist, but they did. I remember the start of the stream. This will be horrible. What do you mean? What will be? What are you talking about? The next stream? Because no doubt the next stream will also be very convoluted. If I know what's going to happen, but fall for the fruit excuse. Don't fall for the fruit excuse. Oh no. Oh no, it's not part of the story of Doodle Date that gets a bit harsh. It's the humor that we do. It's a little bit too dark for my opinion. But it's what happened. It is what happened. You'll see what I mean when the episode comes out. It won't come out for a very long time. Because I gotta finish up Lewis's route. And then it's Shine's turn. And then it's Nicole's. You won't believe what her doodle date is. Her dream date. Ooh, Liz, we could do a dream date for you.
I mean, we could. You're scaring me.
And then it was an amazing stream. Oh, thank you, Jaja. I was quoting you. Oh, thank you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I make 11-9 jokes. Mm. Oh my gosh. I do enjoy a good bit of dark humor. Especially in terms of like this current time that we're living in, where everybody is very sensitive. But I like dark humor that's done right. Like one of my biggest issues with modern day humor, it's like let's say the joke is my dream date would be Danny DeVito. Of course, who else would it be? I think a lot of my issues with modern day humor is like let's say it's a race related joke. Like people don't care about like how the joke was constructed, what the theme of the joke was. They care about the fact that it was a race related joke. So the left will get offended because it's a race related joke, and then the right will laugh because it's a race related joke. No one cares about like the delivery or the punchline. They just care about the fact that it's a race related joke. So the right will be offended and the right will laugh and the left will be offended. That's my biggest issue with it, is that no one looks at context, no one looks at intention. It's just, I made this joke, now that's it. And it does get really sad because I love comedy, and I've found a lot of inspiration in terms of comedians and things like that. And I feel a lot of humor is in danger now because people just don't get the joke. It's the ultimate r/whoosh. Except almost detrimental in a way. But I suppose maybe that's just me being a bit too pessimistic. And I realized my spelling mistake. Oh my god, my username is telling the joke. Oh my god. Trust me, I've had my fair share of misspells. But I think the next stream maybe I'll do golf with friends. So that'd be funny. Liz, get golf with friends.
Maybe.
Get it. It'll be fun. And it's super cheap.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby. Good explanation of dark humor. Oh, thank you. I do think dark humor is good on occasion. Because that's what humor is supposed to do. It's supposed to take what we're afraid of and show the world how ridiculous we're being. It's like, hey, this is what... It's... I like to describe dark humor as... Oh, hi, Odie. Odie, open my door. I like to describe dark humor as like the Bogart in Harry Potter, where you can choose to be afraid or you can choose to say ridiculous and make it funny. You could make it so that you're not afraid anymore. And I feel like that's the whole point. Dark humor takes some of the most brutal things that we are afraid of, and it says, hey, look at how stupid this is. You were afraid of this the whole time. Yeah, that's just my personal take on it. I didn't even mean to type joke. I meant to type truth. My username is telling the truth. The comedy writes itself. Oh, there we go. There's the whole frame. Jeez Louise. I need to open up previous file. Finish art. Extra. There we go. End card.
You didn't do your eyes, or did you do that on purpose?
Oh no, I did the eyes. They're just on a separate layer. I might as well put them on the same layer. Layer. I feel like you watched a clip of The Amazing Atheist. I don't really watch The Amazing Atheist. He's been gone for a long time. I haven't heard of him in years. But to my knowledge, I never really watched The Amazing Atheist. Is he even still around?
I don't know.
And I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or an insult. Seeing some
Bit
of
of
the
both.
stuff he's done. I did watch Colossal is Crazy's video on him, and I can safely say I don't like the guy that much. Or even at all. Because he seems kind of like an asshole. But that's just my personal opinion.
You're saying good first stream.
Oh, thank you. To me, it turned out great. He went poof. He did like Spider-Man. Oh god, the amount of people who were freaked out by that scene. I still haven't watched it. I need to watch it. I just haven't really been that into the movie scene in a while.
Yeah, I feel.
Wait, he did something wrong? Oh, he did a ton of crap wrong. He is a kind of a huge racist. Like, I mean a huge racist. And sexist. And an e-beggar. I suggest looking up Colossal's Crazy's video on him if you want a bit more details. But, never really seen his content, never really will. Was there any more questiones? Because I think I'm going to finish up this pick and then the stream will be done. And I might do another one soon for Golf with Friends. Bless you.
No, that was me blowing my nose.
It almost sounded like you said it was me bullying my nose.
Well, I am kind of blowing my nose.
Bullying your nose. God, I have so many files of stuff.
I mean, I feel...
And there goes all my respect for him. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Sometimes you have to figure out the harsh truth.
Yeah.
Jaja's asking how you felt about your first stream.
It was pretty scary. Because I've never done anything like this. The closest I've done to it was the ones on Dubtail. And even then, I'm not really the main focus. So it's really weird to be the main focus now. Because usually the one who did most of the talking was you.
Yeah. I don't know when to shut up. Let's all be honest.
And I mean, the other thing was the three bullies. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Jaja. I was pretty scared to do this because one, it started out horribly because of all the technical difficulties. And the other thing is that I'd never really done anything like this where I was just completely alone. And it was pretty terrifying. So I'm really happy that you came on, Liz.
That's why I did, because she probably needs someone.
Somebody to lean on. I need somebody to lean on. She's my goat mommy.
I am a goat mom.
Don't worry, I dodged a bullet thanks to you. Well, like I said, and I always say this with a lot of stuff, I think, you should probably look up the video just in case, though. Because I don't know if the guy has changed. Like I said before, I don't watch his content. I'm not an avid peruser of him. So if you want like a bit more context, look up Colossal's Crazy's video on him, because he like does all the research. He talks about a lot of different stuff with him. Like I said, I'm not a Amazing Atheist fan. Because I think the only like I think the only I think maybe the first commentary channel, like the first legit commentary channel that dealt with a lot of either religious stuff or political stuff, was Armored Skeptic. I think that was like the first one. So you found the exit to the IKEA. I in fact did. I found the exit to the IKEA. I did. I did it. And I have everybody to thank for that, leading me to the right direction. 'Cause I'm an idiot. But, tell me if you guys would want, like, another stream, or, what you would want to see on that stream, I guess. We could do another Cards Against Humanity thing, Liz.
We could. Yeah, Judge, they'll definitely... Nezzy will definitely be doing more streams.
Mine's kind of lagging, so I don't always see what did someone say?
Judge was like, are you going to be doing other streams?
Oh yeah, definitely. On occasion. I have to plan them out.
I'll probably end up being modding for your stream.
What does a modder do exactly?
Okay, well, let me put it in an art context for you, because it makes more sense in art context. Usually when you're drawing, you're paying more attention to your drawing than you are the chat. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what a mod in a stream does is to kind of make sure no one is breaking any rules. So it's like, okay, like bullying someone or starting drama or just basically not doing something you're not supposed to do while you're being distracted with your art. So it's just like a supervisor of the chat, really.
Oh, I would greatly appreciate that.
I mean, I do it for my friend Layla all the time.
Yes, I'd love another stream. I would love the Cards Against Humanity stream. Modders keep people from being stupid. Well, that's what she most certainly does for a lot of our stuff.
I gotta keep a lot of the Dovetail people from doing something stupid.
By saying something stupid like I love you. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that was an actual sneeze.
I killed Liz with my cover.
No.
That's another song that got stuck in my head a lot. Thanks to Just Dance. I am highly disappointed Just Dance has never... I'm highly disappointed at the fact that Just Dance does not, in fact, have Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. I am highly disappointed and enraged. It's my childhood right there. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. I'm gonna stop this song 'cause of copyright.
Oh my gosh, dumb person. I'm sorry.
He's just having fun making fun of you at this point.
John is asking for music recommendations. Like, Lord, I don't think you want to listen to my music.
Ooh, I recommend Panic at the Disco.
I mean, yeah, Panic is good. I also listen to like a lot of parody songs, so...
Does this anatomy look weird to you?
No.
Anatomy in general always looks weird to me. It never ever looks right.
It looked weird earlier until you added your leg. Like the second leg. And I'm like, what the fuck is she doing
I
with
mean,
this?
like, just this torso bit.
I think it looks fine.
I don't know. It's really hard to make anatomy sometimes work because, like, the human body in and of itself just looks weird. Ha! It's just Dance needs a cover of Bitch Lasagna. Oh my god. Oh, this doesn't. Are you sure this looks right? This right here.
I think it looks fine.
Hmm. Anatomy never ever looks right. When it's, especially if it's something like extremely contorted, it never looks right, and I hate it.
That was cool.
Somebody to lean on. Do, do, do. I'm a little chibi. Oh, this is my new end card, by the way.
Nice.
I traded it out instead of the Pokemon thing. I don't want to risk copyright on my butt. I don't want copyright on my butt. Any recommendations for what you guys would want to see in the next streamy weemy? Streamy deemy. Maybe I could figure out how to stream from my Switch, but I hear you need a capture card for that, so I gotta save money for a capture card. As well as a new tablet, and as well as Clip Studio Art's upgraded thing, because, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. I actually did have a friend tell me that I should get a Patreon. I'm like, I don't know.
Not sure on that.
Somebody to Lean On was played so much during my vacation in California. Thanks to my aunt who loved that song. Copyright strikes everywhere. Anything, pretty much. Aw. Bless you. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why it's so bad.
Aw, you poor baby. You poor little baby.
Not little.
You poor widow snooker-wooker.
I will leave right now.
Somebody's insecure.
I'm just tired.
Yeah, so am I.
Half tempted to go to the gas station and get like a 64-ounce cup of soda.
Maybe just play some games on your Switch. I'd have to figure out how to stream from my Switch. I do hear that you actually do need a capture card for that. Unless I could figure out a way to attach the screen. Actually, no, wait, that wouldn't work either.
No, you need a capture card.
I do want to play some games with you guys, because I think playing games with you guys is always hilarious. I need to get Stick Fight. Stick Fight is also pretty cheap. And you still haven't friended me on your Switch. Or not on your Switch, your Steam. Why have you not done that yet?
I probably have forgotten.
Oh, okay then.
Not on purpose. I've told you a lot of crap's been going on.
Okay, I see how it is. I understand. I understand. Can't make some time for your artist, alright?
You're gonna go there?
The Octobed, the sickening. Are you okay? Yeah, he's just teasing you at this point. Jeez, dump person, you're laying down. These sniffles shit hard, dude, lol. I don't know what I just read. That was a lot. That was a lot of words. Are you okay, Lizzie Wizzy?
I'm fine. It's allergies. I live in a place that it's just like, it's a horrible place for allergies.
I think it would be interesting to do a collab stream with your friend on art. I think that would be pretty fun.
I mean, I can ask her.
You want to introduce me to your friend?
You liked her stuff on Tumblr the other day
Yeah,
when I reblogged.
I think it's pretty cute. I like it.
She's like self-conscious because like she's not a very popular artist, so she's like a little upset like not a lot of people are looking at her stuff, and I'm like, fam.
Well, yeah, it takes a really long time for people to notice your stuff. I've been posting stuff on DeviantArt for years, and people still don't notice my stuff really that much. It takes time, dude.
I know, it's just she's also doing a bunch of emergency commissions because she needs rent this month, and I don't know how much she has gotten from commissions, but I know she hasn't gotten it all yet, so
Yeah, I don't do commissions because I don't trust myself with commissions. I can barely keep up with requests.
well, like what my friend does is she uses Picardo for anyone who is interested in art or interested in commissions from anyone. Picardo, there's a lot of people who do stream commissions, and they will only take commissions on stream. And so for me, I get commissions. You've seen the stuff I get. And like, so they'll do it on stream, and that way, like, for me as the client here, if there's something that I don't like about the picture or I want something changed, I'll be like in real time, hey, can you change the position of the arm? Hey, can you shorten the dress or do something different? And that way, there's not a lot of like emailing back and forth. It's just like do it right then and there.
A very dumb person does say no, but seriously, okay. Jaja says it takes so long for people to notice anything. The only way for people to get noticed is if they get lucky or if they copy a trend. You right, Jaja.
Okay, dumb person. I'm totally fine. I just like I said, I live in an area in the United States that just like it is like an allergy capital of the world. If you have allergies, you're miserable here. So it's just every once in a while I'm like, trust me having the sniffles, this is below average. I'm like, oh, it's just sniffles.
I mean,
I'm lucky I'm not dying over here.
Jaja is right. It does take a really long time for people to notice you. For me, I personally try to I messed up on all the colors. For me personally, I try to occasionally do something that will probably get noticed better, like the Deltarune stuff. Like I'll do the Deltarune stuff occasionally to fit that narrative.
I mean, it's taken years, but like the Dovetail channel has 2,700 subscribers, which I'm like, yeah, boy. I mean, we're not Mr. Amazing VA who just got 100,000.
Congrats to him.
Yeah.
That's super hard for especially for a voice acting channel. That is hard to do.
It is, and like I remember when he had 2,000 like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah.
Props to him though. That takes a hell of a lot of work.
So like I'm happy that Dovetail just has its 2,700 because I'm like, I kind of like, and I have a long-term goal. Like if I can, like we're still pretty early in the year. If we can get up to 3,000 will probably happen.
We're pretty close to 3,000.
Like I think as like a reasonable goal, because we're kind of getting back on our feet because we just kind of had issue after issue after issue lately. But now we're kind of standing on our own feet again. And now I'm kind of hoping, okay, let's see if we can get to 4,000 this year. And if we're super lucky, and I mean super lucky, I would love to see 5.
That would be crazy. I remember Dubtail Productions was the reason I got my first, like, 24 subscribers.
I mean, like, the 90 subscribers I have is all from because I put everyone's name in the description so people subscribe to you guys. I do that on purpose.
I know, and that stuff's crazy. That stuff is so crazy. Boop. Boop. I'm so lucky I found your Deltarune series, Nezzy. Can't wait for the next Beating Shovel episode. I completely forgot I made a whole series dedicated to Jovel kicking my ass.
You did indeed.
It's so hard to beat him. Ah! I think actually a lot of people ended up finding me through that Deltarune series. It was either Deltarune or Pixie and Brutus. A lot of people found my channel. And I think I do have plans to do Heartbound because of the MatPat situation that happened. And then...
Oh, Lord Jesus, MatPat.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a really bad time. The thing that helps a small channel... Oh my god, I totally misread that. The thing that helps a small channel grow is consistency with uploading and talking to your community. Hey Nez, if you want to improve, check my one vid channel. Maybe I will.
That's the bad thing about Dovetail, because we're not super consistent. We need to be, but...
Yeah, I do have like a lot of videos as backup right now because of the Doodle Date series, because we finished that like all in one day. And then I have let me think. Oh yeah, Deltarune, or not Deltarune. I have Undertale and Heartbound as my next couple big series. I have beaten that clown like 12 times. Well, good for you. Okay. Show off. Okay, fine. I have been getting a lot of help from another dude named Georgian Meister. Go check out his channel. He's got so many videos about beating Jevil, and it's freaking amazing. Just how easily he does it. It's crazy. The dude's crazy. He's a machine. Shout out to Georgian Meister. Congrats on 100 subs, by the way.
Wait, you or me? What?
Georgian Meister. Can you not hear, Liz? I'm flexing on you. I can see that. Meanie. People are so mean. I'm being flexed on and I can't handle. Liz, help me. I'm being flexed on.
I can't help.
Goat mom. Dab them away from me. Dab for
you gotta
me.
Use Heelys to escape your feelies there.
Send me a video of you dabbing.
That will never happen.
Dabbing is so stupid.
It's fun to do at conventions, though.
I can't help but laugh at it, though. I do need to start practicing my animation more. I did want to start doing animation memes, because I got Flip It Clip recently. And plus, I'm so tired of a majority of the animation memes. There's no animation. It's just a still image being changed back and forth. Oh god, rice gum. Ever since the iDubbbz videos, it's never... He still can't get over him. Oh my god, I never liked Rice Gum either. I wonder if I'm gonna get a diss track made on me. I'm not big enough for that. Oh well. I live another day. Just a simple little art stream. It's nice.
Indeed.
Oh, when did you get all fancy? Indeeding on me.
I've always said indeed. I've always used words that most people don't use, like surreptitious. Most people freak out when I use the word surreptitious.
What does that mean?
Slyly. Sneakily.
Oh, r/I am very smart then.
I learned that word in 7th grade, and I don't know how it stuck with me since 7th grade, but it did.
Animation sounds so hard. It is. It is very difficult. And I've done it once on my channel.
And it was cute. You actually got quite a few views on that video.
Oh yeah, 1,000 views on that. I was so proud. It's just like, it's 7 seconds of nothing.
But it's Delta Room.
Fair enough. My little Rouse. Did you enjoy the picture I drew of Slick?
It's adorable.
His little Slick holding a manual.
Jaja, I'm sorry that my very big words are hurting you. Do not try to hurt you and your brain.
Pretty much. Your big words are hurting me, Liz.
I know, I apologize.
You saying that word has made my brain grow threefold. I love my audience. They're ridiculous. If I ever get big enough, I'm gonna flex on you, Liz.
Try your best.
I'm gonna flex on you, Liz, for not helping me.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Do it.
Just do it! Just do it! That was a meme from like what? Like 2016, 2015?
I still quote that meme and I don't care.
Just do it! No, I'm legitimately asking because I can't remember where it's from. I know it's from that Shia LaBeouf thing.
Yeah.
Just do it! Just do it! It's amazing how unself-aware he is. Absolutely astonishing. I would like, if possible, I would love to do an art stream with your friend, because I think it would be interesting to critique her art.
You could probably both, like, back and forth, like, just give each other, like, good criticism, not, like, bag on each other like some assholes do in the art community.
Oh, definitely. I remember I wanted to do art review purely because of that, because of, like, Sav draws and things like that, where it's like, I'm critiquing your art. It's like, no, you don't understand what the fuck you're saying. It's just... like, when it comes to writing for a character, when it comes to that, it's just like, what they're saying does not make any sense. And people take it like, oh, yeah, this totally makes sense. And then the person... And they're too harsh. Like, don't get me wrong. Tough love is a thing. But there's a way to go about stuff tastefully without making fun of the person. Taking a tease every now and then, that's fine. You know, I can handle that. And most people can handle that when they know it's a joke. But a lot of these quote unquote reviewers, it doesn't feel like they're doing it as a joke. It feels like they're doing it because they know that this is like this is a person they can attack, and I hate it because it
Um,
sucks.
See, now my opinion on like certain art, like now, are you gonna like everyone's art style? No.
Mm-hmm.
You're like I go on Twitter and I'm like I can appreciate the picture. I can very much do so, but I'm like it's just not my type of style. But that doesn't mean that's why you should critique it or anything like that. Okay, we got a few questions. Dumb person said, "What about reviewing art reviews?"
That more is in the commentary range, but I would probably be interested in doing something like that.
And then Jaja's like, "Oh, could you tell us a few critics or critiques people have given your artwork?"
Um, I'm not big enough to where people have critiqued my art, but I think a few have been like, uh, actually, I don't think anybody's really critiqued my work because I'm not that big. But a few critiques I've had of my own work are like, I just need to work on anatomy. I could do with coloring. I could try more expressions. Different character stuff. I guess. Uh, colors and things like that. I don't think other than like my art teacher has ever really reviewed my work. Again, I'm not that big in terms of DeviantArt or in terms of YouTube, so not a lot of people have seen my artwork. I mean, Liz, what would you say, I guess, as a teacher?
I'm not an art teacher.
I mean,
I don't.
still from just I guess from like the viewer perspective, I suppose.
I mean, like here's the thing, like because how do I put it? And I'm like, hopefully, like it's not. I'm just not saying anything. I'm just trying to find the right words. I have to ask the question, like, are you trying to make your like when you draw anatomy? Are you trying to make it? Are you trying to make it as close to the human anatomy as possible, or are you trying to go for the it is the human anatomy, but it's going to be altered. It's going to be lankier. It's going to be not exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? I can't find the right word.
Well, it's kind
Exaggerated.
of
There's
it's
the word.
it's kind of a mixture of it because I've been inspired by anime. I've been inspired by rubber hose animation from like the 30s. So my style is always kind of a mixture of the two, where like sometimes the arms will be a little bit more bendy, sometimes the body will be a bit more curvy. It it's just exaggerations in certain spots, I suppose.
Okay, because that was my main question. Because like otherwise, like I can definitely tell like over like the past 2 years that I've known you, your art has gotten a lot better. Like I look at the new icon you've made for me, and I looked at my old icon, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she has gotten so much better.
Oh, you're talking about the one for Chris's thing? The thank you to Chris
Uh,
thing?
well, not that one. I'm talking about the like on the original Dovetail banner.
Ah.
That one compared to the one that's going to be on the newer Dovetail banner, like it looks so much like the new one looks so much better. Like because you've grown as an artist.
And plus, I've gotten, like, when I first used this program, I was so lost as to what I was doing. I was so confused about what everything was. So, I agree that, like, I've gotten more comfortable with this program. So it's led to a lot more, like, good art. But even like sometimes I look at my art and I go, wow, this looks a bit weird, this looks a bit funky. My most particular issue is when it comes to faces. I have the hardest problem when it comes to faces because I never know how to draw the eyes. But overall, I think the biggest critiques would be just and yet those exaggerated cartoon characters are prettier than me. Aw, you're beautiful the way you are. um
Yeah, like oh, like you continue,
No,
you
no,
talk.
go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like I was saying because like I look at like everyone I follow on like on Twitter because I don't really get on Tumblr as much as I did, and I look at my friends' art and like I feel like everyone has their own little charm. And Nezzy's like I like and I look at certain artists and sometimes I actually get confused like is this person or that person? But Nezzy has such a unique style because I've never seen anyone with even a similar art style to hers, and I'm like it's so cute and I like it.
Aw, thank you.
I mean, and then some people might not like the exaggerated, like dumb person saying like they like the exaggerated characters better. They think are prettier.
Yeah,
So you're
I've always been kind of like that too, where it's like there are some realistic looking characters that I like, but then there are times where it's done like kind of it's done weird to the point where it's like it's too realistic. But to each their own in terms of that kind of taste.
like okay, like hyper realistic. Like people like you might think like when people try to draw a picture that looks like a photograph, like I can appreciate it. I'm just not the biggest fan of it.
I mean, I've
Because I'm like that.
done work like that before. I've done like hyper realistic work. There's a picture of a goddamn leaf on my DeviantArt, and that's about it. And I've done like live portraits. Like as an artist, I've done other forms of artwork. Like I've done painting, I've done hyper realism, I've done watercolor, I think I've done like printing, which was the worst one. I hated that one. I hated it so much. Um, but as an artist, I have done multiple other types of like style. I have a scratch picture in my room where it's like you have a plain black piece of paper and you scratch away a picture to form an image, and it's a picture of a wolf. And I might post it on my DeviantArt later to like show what I mean. But I've done all these different types because I've been taught how. Like as I said, I'm kind of a mixture of self-taught and I have been taught. It's just that this all those skills I take little parts of each of those skills that I was taught, and this is what I'm most comfortable with. And occasionally I will try to like get out of my comfort zone and try something else, but this is like my base. The face is easy for me, but the body, they end up looking like a stick with a boulder on their head. Yeah, that's what a lot of my old artwork looked like. I've had I think I've had like a conversation like this before where it's like your art isn't going to look perfect the first time. And it does get frustrating. It does get annoying when you can't like get a certain thing to work, like hands. I still need references for hands to this day. Um, and it does get frustrating and it does get annoying, but art doesn't happen like immediately. It takes time and it takes effort. I've been drawing for like 15 years. So, and I'm still not that good at it. I still mess up a lot of it. So, it takes time. And that's all that I can really say for anybody that is trying to get into pretty much anything. If you want to be good at something, you have to practice. And practicing sucks sometimes. It really does. Like, I used to fence when I was younger. And I want to get into it again. But I used to sword fight when I was younger. I used to fence. And it would suck practicing. It would really suck because, you'd fight against people who didn't know what they were doing and they'd like constantly stab at your arms and that would hurt. You'd go home with bruises and you'd be tired and you'd be cranky. But I love doing it. And the only way to get good at it, the only way to win is if I practiced, if I did it more, if I tried harder. It's just, it sucks, but it's worth it in the end. I just draw like circles instead of a hand. Yeah, I'd do something a little bit similar to that. Like if anybody, sorry.
No, you.
Like I said, if anybody ever needs advice on art, just keep trying. It takes time. And also you can't steal an art style. I'm only going to say it once. You can't steal an art style. That makes no sense. Anyway, continue. What were you saying?
See, like, and like me, like, I should practice my drawing more, honestly. But like, I never really considered myself an artist. I've always considered myself more as a crafter. So
And you do that well.
yeah, I mean, I do make crafting stuff for on the side for money. And like I look back at like my old crafting stuff and I'm like, holy crap, I've gotten a lot better over the years.
Also, isn't fencing that poking thing? Fencing is sword fighting. Like it's sword fighting with armor on, with a tip at the end of your sword. It's fencing. It's sword fighting done correctly, like Princess Bride style sword fighting. Also, I'm glad that you found my little mini rant inspirational. Also, if you guys want to see some of Liz's crafts, there's a link to it in the second Cards Against Humanity video, I believe, second or third one. There's a link to her store.
I make Undertale patches because I'm a loser.
Hey, they look adorable, and if I could buy one, I would.
I also make Deltarune ones. I need to still post the Jevil one. I made it a while back and I still haven't posted it.
I'm really glad that those don't count under the things that Toby Fox didn't allow for.
That's why when Deltarune came back out, I'm like, I actually need to double check that. And he said, like, as long as it's not like mass produced, like through like Redbubble or something like that, then like he is like totally chill.
Well, yeah, because like people are legitimately working to make these things. Like when they're not mass produced, it's like each one is handmade. So it's like, you know what? I can't really fault them for that. They're legitimately trying to make a good product, and my character's a new inspiration, so why not? The drawing is for a cover of Good Little Girl, except gender reversed, for me and a friend of mine named Twiggy. Look into my eyes.
A dumb person is asking about Deltarune. What do you think the next chapter will be? I have no idea.
I think it'll be something to do with that really fucked up ending scene.
Possibly.
Hell yeah. I mean, come on! It's terrifying! Why does Toby Fox have to make me feel?
He's just really good at it.
Why does he have to make me feel things? I don't want to feel.
I don't know what to tell you, darling.
I think you'll be controlling a different person in the next chapter. I actually did get an interesting comment, and I think it was from Jaja who said this, where like Rouse kind of creeped them out a little bit. Like from just the way that they talked. A lot of people were kind of like weirded out by this chapter in particular because of the fact that there was less the prospect of choice. So that made a lot of people like uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah. Okay, here's my prediction for the next chapter. At least one thing. Gaster will somehow show up. Because Gaster was teased when it came to when the game was coming out. Because when Toby Fox tweeted back around Halloween, it's just like, why does this sound like Gaster is talking? And then at the beginning scene of the game I just got this whole Gaster vibe, and I'm like, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gaster showed up in some way, shape, or form.
I think it will start like the first one, but then in the news they talk of a murder and these little hints around the place of what happened. Well, he is the Prince of Darkness. That is true. As adorable as Rouse is, people forget he is supposed to be the Prince of Darkness. Oh, but so many people will be so sad when they find out he's a villain. So many people will be heartbroken.
But I want to cosplay my precious goat boy. I don't want him to be evil.
Same. He's too precious. How could he be evil? How? And Shine's still going nuts over Rule's card.
He lives for that character.
Uh-huh. He is that character at this point. Like, he's gone. The real Shine is gone.
He is.
There's nothing but Rule's card. Everyone in the game doesn't give a choice, but Rouse, when you meet him, kinda does. But Rouse, when you meet him, kinda does. And he says something along the lines of, hey, please consider this, not like, do this, there's no choice, so... Yeah, it was kind of weird. They give you the choice, like in the first game, to kill other creatures, but it doesn't count against anything. There's no punishment. And I think that was the most interesting thing about Undertale, is the fact that it was one of the few games where your choices actually changed, like, the course of everything. Like, in other games, a lot of the choices were kind of like, hey, if you do this, something bad will happen, kind of. But it can be easily reversed if you do this other thing. And that one, like, no, your choices stay. No matter what. Even if you restart the game, your choices are going to be there. And there's nothing you can do about it. And I think that was, like, the biggest interesting thing about that game in particular. I forgot my little glasses.
You did forget your little glasses.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm okay.
Yeah, but once this picture's done, that is going to be the end of the stream. I gotta go take care of my puppy. Named Soda, after Kingdom Hearts. Because this is a family of nerds!
You do you, boo.
Well, Gaster was the guy who made Jevel go insane, true. So I think he might know that you don't have a choice, and he might turn evil and hang the power of choice above you and just toy with you. I think darkness is just like a razor power in Deltarune, so I think Rouse won't be evil, but maybe Chris will fight Rouse while he's all evil and stuff. I think a really good comic that expressed a lot of the concerns people had with how the story would continue was a comic. I don't remember who did it, but I remember I dubbed it with Mr. Amazing. It was called Device Connected. And it's really good. It's a good comic. There's a lot of good voice acting in that one. And I think you guys should look it up and go support Mr. Amazing because, well, he's amazing. But I think that comic did express a lot of the ideas that people had and, like, the theories people had about what would be happening. Because Deltarune is, without a doubt, it's weird.
It is. That's what makes it so unique.
That's what makes Undertale so unique to me. It's one of the few games that I feel really delves into the prospect of choice and consequences. Your actions have consequences! Your actions have consequences! And I think the darkness was a race. I think that was actually said at the beginning, wasn't it? Because there's like a little town.
Yeah, they are. It is a race.
It kind of looks like the Temi village.
Really?
A little bit. To me.
Hoi, I'm Tim.
Was it one where there's only nerds assemble? Wait, was it one where there's only color in the dark world? Rousey to me might be evil. He says he's the Prince of Darkness, but is there proof that he is? Like, he just says that when we believe him, but isn't the blue kid the Prince of Darkness?
Chris is a human.
No, he's talking about Lancer.
Oh.
I thought he was just the...
Okay, like, here's how I'm seeing it. This is just a theory, we don't know. Okay, there is the Dark World, how I see it, is kind of based off of card suits at the moment, because when you go through the game, you see different creatures represented by clubs, diamonds, spades, and hearts.
Well, they did do the Alice in Wonderland thing.
Yeah, they did a little bit of Alice in Wonderland thing. And when you escape the dungeon, you see the other rulers of the other suits. Because Lancer's dad is the King of Spades. But you also see the King of Hearts, clubs, and diamonds down in the dungeon. So what I'm kind of thinking is like this. Think of it as like Rousey, like just assuming that Rousey is not a bad guy. Think of it this way. They're all dark. I'm going to refer to, people have used the word darkeners.
Because that's the race of everyone that's down there.
Yeah, so there's like different, it's like, I'm going to put it like this, like there's different areas to the dark world, and those 4 kings ruled the other, like kind of like, we're like how back in like ancient history for us, like there was people, like, yeah, there was a king, but the king would have like a governor for an area. So that way he didn't have to always go out there and like he trusted someone. So for like Rousey, say his dad, because we don't know anything, but this is just like a speculation. His family is like the main rulers of the dark world, but the 4 suit kings are like governors and they watch out for different areas. But Lancer's dad had like this power, like he's just like, nope, I'm going to be in charge.
I mean, there is like a thing where Rousey looks exactly like Azrael.
There is that too.
And the other thing would be that Rousey... excuse you. Rousey is an anagram for Azrael. So what's weird though is that he looks like a girl. Then again, Undertale has been known to not really have anything in terms of like character identification for gender, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But there is a thing where he acts similarly to what people would imagine Azrael would act like when he was younger, and this is a world where Azrael didn't die. It is strange. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he could be... maybe he's like the king prince of like just the portals. I don't know. It is very strange to think about. Because in the first chapter, there isn't a lot of context, and most people were very confused about just why we were on the surface, for one. Because it immediately looked like it was a sequel to Undertale. So a lot of people were very confused when it's like, oh no, this isn't a sequel. This is basically a canon AU.
Bless the canon AU.
Oh god. There's so many.
Which means, for all those who want wants more of a headache, which means by Toby doing this, all AUs
are canon.
Are all canon now.
They're all canon. I swear to God. They made Sans one of the most narcissistic characters in existence. He fucks other versions of himself, makes babies, proceeds to have those babies grow older, and then those babies proceed to fuck other versions of themselves. And they proceed to make more babies! And it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know what to tell you. Let's see.
I think Skeleton Bros might be Darkners, as an Undertale and Deltarune are unrelated, which is cool by Toby Fox.
Some people already have a theory that I saw it a while ago that Sans is a Darkner, so it wouldn't be overly surprising if that was true.
I still like the theory that Papyrus and Sans are Gaster. I like that theory.
Toby, give us the true story of what happened to Gaster.
Give us the truth.
We want the truth.
Give us the truth. We desire the truth. We desire the real. We desire to know the truth of our game. What are you hiding? God, his Twitter was so creepy when he was announcing Deltarune.
I thought it was great.
Oh, it was so disturbing.
Okay, Dumb is asking a question, and Lord, okay, I'll explain it.
Okay.
Because his question is, how do two skeletons that are boys have babies? And I'm like, okay, welcome to the nuts. Okay, fair warning right now, NSFW. So
Magic.
there's your warning.
Magic.
It's magic, but if you want, I'm just going to put it in this way with not going into too much of an R rating or an X rating. Think most people in the Undertale community, TAIL, the NSFW side, have come with the theory that they can make like ecto parts of their body because they are skeletons, so they can have like. Think of it like it's not like ectoplasm, but it's like it's like an ecto magic body, and then they just make whatever genitalia they want, and that's how they do it.
There's so many pictures.
As a person who spends way too much time on that side of Twitter.
Yeah, especially when you were sharing your page and you forgot to mention that you had liked a previous picture of Rue's card in a certain situation and didn't tell us.
My bad.
And didn't tell us. Thanks a lot,
sorry.
Liz. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that was your fault. That was your fault.
I at least apologize.
As an Undertale. Oh, wait, what was that about Sans? How did the skeletons that are boys have babies? I think Sans is a Darkner that went to Undertale Universe Escape sometimes. Sans is confusing because he avoids every single theory made about him. And I swear to God that Sans, just like the dog is supposed to be like him in the world, I feel like Sans is just his little excuse to troll everyone. Like a dick.
Dumb person, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm sorry I had to tell you that information.
No, Liz, this is my audience. How dare you do this to my audience?
This is why I should never be on streams as well.
How could you do this to my babies? My babies!
Look, it was like this. Either I explained or they were going to go find out themselves.
Oh, true.
And trust me, it's better that I just kind of explained it that way than you running into an NSFW picture.
You've infected my babies! My babies!
Doesn't mean they have to be like me and constantly go look at it on their Twitter.
I call my fan base my little monsters, by the way.
That's adorable.
They're my little monsters. I've started doing that at the end of my videos, like, farewell, my little monsters. So they're my little monsters now. Give a glow to that halo, boy. Give a glow to that halo, boy. Boy. Oh, a very dumb person is, like, stunted by you. How could you do this to my children?
I'm sorry.
Liz, why? Why would you do this to my babies? My babies! No!
I'm sorry.
You did this.
I'm sorry.
You did this. I think you might have traumatized a very dumb person.
I could have made it a lot. Okay, here's the plus side. I could have made
No.
that a lot more graphic.
Stop while you're ahead.
I was gonna stop right there.
To quote yourself back to you, stop while you're ahead.
Fair enough.
Here's my little glasses.
That is very true. At least it's not that. Though there are sick people out there, but at least it's not that.
You have infected my children. My babies! No! How could you do this to me, Liz?
They said they've been to dark places anyway.
My babies.
Calm down.
My children have been infected by the world.
They were going to get infected at some point.
Turn down the shading a little bit. That seems about right. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's the whole image. Great.
Woo!
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of more detail. Shit. Oh, that's right. I still have it selected. Okay, so just a little bit more detail. A little bit of red. A little bit of white. Why is it pink? A little bit of white. That is not white! A little bit of white! And blur tool. My best friend. Blur tool everywhere! Everywhere! Blur tool. I will always remember my Undertale OC. I was infected. I don't remember if I ever had an Undertale OC. I know I did a mishmash.
I did not have an Undertale OC.
I remember I drew myself as a hybrid of Azrael and myself when that one animation meme came out.
Mm.
Oh, you're infecting me, Liz.
You're welcome.
Or?
I'm sorry, I'm just a horrible person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At least I admit to it.
Sure.
Because people are sick.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Yeah, like, dumb person to answer your questions because people are sick in the brain.
Oh, wow. This looks actually kind of cool.
Actually, that does look really cool. I like that.
Should I switch sides so that white is on my side and red is on his side? Or is that...
I like it.
It's like this?
I would have to see it. I would have to see it.
I'll make one real quick file. So we'll put the red... I like this cloud tool.
I do too.
kind of reminds me of Deadpool. So it's this. Oh my goodness. So it's that, and then there's that. Which one looks better?
I kind of like it the other way better.
This way?
No, like the original way you had it.
This way?
Yes.
I'm horrible to don't worry. I make jokes of my dead dog at times. Aww. So we went from this to this. So from that to that. Final product.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So save as. Good little boy. JPEG. Save. And we're done. Yay! So
Woo!
guys, that is the end of the stream. Oh no! That's the end of the stream. Thank you, person. Alright, guys. That is the end of the stream. Any last questions that you have for me? Thank you, Jaja. Any last questions you have for me?
Any comments, questions, concerns?
Yeah, I'm digging the color contrast too. I like it. The cloud tool is strangely very fun.
It is. Out of all the characters, which is your fave? Oh, are you talking about like out of Undertale and Deltarune?
Because it's definitely Rousey. Rousey's my baby. I will definitely be drawing my character cosplaying as Rousey because I love Rousey. Rousey's my baby. Will you do another part of Jubble? I actually do, in fact, have a, I believe, hold on, let me check real quick. Finished. Because I think I actually do have some footage of another Jubble fight. Let me see. Deltarune. Okay, I don't have footage of another Jubble fight, but I do plan to continue that series until I beat that fucker. Oh, Harimo Mizaki. Harimo Mizaki. Hello. When did you pop in? Oh, you popped in with that. I didn't notice you. I'm sorry. Hello. It's looking great, and thanks for having this stream. I didn't even know you were having it, but I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know how to schedule a stream. I tried to schedule a stream, but it wasn't working for some reason for Streamlabs. I'm sorry about that. But I posted it in my community tab. I went, where is it? Let me see real quick. So whenever I'm going to have a stream, I'm going to put it in my discussion tab. So I apologize for that. I was worried that, oh, hi.
I'll teach you how to do it.
Yeah, thank you. Liz will teach me how to schedule streams. I'm very sorry that this seemed like very sudden. I was hoping that it wouldn't be. But just in case, if I still have trouble with announcing streams and such, you can go over to my discussion page and like check out whenever there's whenever I plan something like this. So I apologize for that. I will try better next time. Hello, Harimo Mizaki. 12 times in a row. What was 12 times in a row? I don't know. I also have a Twitter that I don't use. If you go into my About page, there's like DeviantArt, Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Casting Call Club, and Tumblr. I don't use Twitch or Tumblr that often. I don't use DeviantArt that often. I'll try to use my Twitter more in this case, so hopefully that'll help. So, is there any more questions you have of me before I log off?
Do you take commissions?
I've been thinking about it, and I might in the future. I'm not sure. I have to think about it because in my past I've taken requests and I have not been very good at keeping those requests because I just lose motivation in terms of drawing. Um, but and I've always felt bad about that because I think I've only completed like 2 requests out of like 8, and I feel bad about that. But I feel that if I did take, I have been talking to you about this, Liz. I have been talking
Mm-hmm.
about this where I've thought about taking on commissions as a side thing, and I also feel that maybe I would have a bit more motivation in terms of my art if I did it that way, because I have to finish it at that point. Like I can't jip people. I have to
Yeah,
finish it.
and that's why I suggest doing like commission streams. That way you like every and it's kind of fun. It's a stream, but people are seeing you draw and we're still interacting. And people who want to get a commission can see their picture in real time and they can tell you like, "Hey, can you I love what's going on, but can you change this one little thing?" That way the person's getting what they want, and that way you can get the money immediately because one of my favorite artists, and like if you're like interested, like especially if you're like a big Sonic fan, like she does a lot of people's Sonic OCs. Her name is Kiss the Thunder. Great artist. What she'll do is like she'll do a rough sketch of what you want. And if you're getting a refined sketch, which like depending on what the picture is, it costs so much. And what she'll do is she'll refine to a rough sketch. Ask you, hey, is this okay? Is there anything you want me to change before you refine? Or before I refine? And if you say yes, then like okay, after when she starts refine, then you would pay the money.
But yeah,
It's
I have been talking to you about taking commissions, so maybe in the future I will take commissions when I feel that I'm like a bit more level-headed in terms of like getting stuff done. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of stuff, so keep in touch with that, I guess. And also, I've finally hit 9,999 HP on one of my characters. This all happened during the stream. Thank you so much for helping me with the grind, Nez and Liz. You're welcome.
hey, glad to be of some service.
Congratulations. Yo boy Jaja on that grind. Oh my gosh. So yeah, maybe I'll do commissions in the future. I might try like the commission streams. It'd also be like kind of useful because on Streamlabs you can actually donate, and it goes to the PayPal.
Yeah, like if you don't have the money for the stream, but you want to at least give Nezzy's like $1, then you can do like that.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get a Patreon. I don't think I have the know at all for that. Any other questions?
Questions, comments, concerns?
I don't know how you say that so fast. Questions, comments, concerns.
Years of practice. Actually, like I always say that to students. Why not? You're awesome. It's just with the art community.
Thank you.
It's like and like when it comes to any kind of online community, it takes a long time to get up some steam. The Undertale community actually builds up pretty fast, especially if you do some certain things. But
I don't know. For me, I'm always afraid that I'm not gonna do good enough for like I'm not gonna do enough that deserves the money, or I'm not like I'm always afraid that I'm going to do something wrong to where I'm not going to get the art on time, or I'm not going to give them the art because I forget, or I just don't have it, or my art isn't worth that amount of money. I always have concerns about that. I really appreciate that you guys are so supportive. Thank you so much, Harimo Mizaki and Jaja. I know what they do for self-esteem now.
Yeah.
We need people to constantly tell us that we're good enough. No artist out there likes what they draw. I can tell you this right now. We don't like what we
As
draw.
as a person who's like always lurking on art streams, yeah, it's true.
It's
As a
just,
person who draws for funsies, yeah, true.
like I can count. I could like I could buy a new tablet with the amount of times Liz has told me that my drawings are good when I'm telling her that it's not.
For if I told for every time I told you that you got $1, you could pay for a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But also, like, what we can do is like maybe you and I can try and figure out a time to talk to Layla, and she can help you come up with a commission sheet, which is like your price sheet, and that way she could be like, because she's always in and out of people's art stuff. She is friends with some pretty big artists, some really small artists, and herself, and she kind of knows a good price range for things, so we can talk to her about that.
I mean, I
And
would usually make my stuff pretty cheap, like maybe like
yeah,
$1 for a headshot and $5 for a body, basic pose. Well, even if you're not ready now, you will be one day, and I can't wait to say, "Oh, thank you, Harimo Mizaki." Well, that
see,
means
and
you're
I was
always gonna try to improve, and that's effort. Oh, thank you.
See, and I'm actually a bit like I was half tempted. Like I'm about to use like I think I told Nicole this. I as a voice actress because I if you've been around Dovetail Productions, run that. I figured out a new voice I could do recently, and I did it on Layla's stream, and people went bananas
Oh,
over
the
it.
Peridot voice.
Not Peridot. Well, it is from Steven Universe. People do love my Peridot, but it's not that. Have you seen the finale, Nezzy?
I don't know. I'm like, I kind of go in and out of Steven Universe. I'm not really the type to go on and binge shows as much as I used to.
Okay, did you see like all the last stuff with like White Diamond and Homeworld?
I saw White Diamond. I
Did you
saw
see the
White
new
Diamond. I saw her.
Did you see the new fusions?
No, I did not.
Oh, then unless you want me to spoil it, I cannot do the voice.
Okay, we're not gonna spoil it. We're not gonna spoil it.
Nope.
The
Sorry for those.
finale is good.
For anyone who who has seen Steven Universe and has seen the finale, I will eventually do it, but I'm going to only spoil that it has to do with one of the two new fusions. So there's that.
Oh, Harimo Mizaki, you're so nice. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I do hope to maybe get somewhere in terms of my art. I have been practicing animating, as you guys saw from my surprisingly really popular 7-second animation of just doing nothing. I don't watch it, but I watch reviews of it. Kind of similar. But I have seen a lot of support with this, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you guys so much. I'll be sure to try streaming more often so that like I get more used to it, and I will try posting more consistently, so that like I can kind of build a bit more. Because I have talked about this, but I do want to make YouTube my job because I feel that this is where I'm most comfortable in terms of a career. I am job hunting like Liz is. I am going to be attending college soon, so it might drop off a little bit, but I will try my best to keep up with this. Because I am dedicated to this. I do love this. I love doing this. I love talking to you guys. It's really fun, basically. It's really fun. So anything you want to say, Liz?
I don't think so. I think you covered it. I mean, I'm just here for extra commentation.
So maybe in the next stream I'll be playing a game with some friends of mine, or we could try to do. I could try to do a collab with your friend if you want. Please do try your best on YouTube. I'd love to see you rise up through the muddled site. I think you do have a lot of talent and potential, Nezzy. Oh, thank you, Jaja. Thank you. He's been here since the very beginning. I'm not gonna lie. He's commented on some of my oldest videos. Including a really, really dumb one It was the one with the Betty Boop song or something. I was just switching back and forth between like my sprites. Thank you, Jaja. But if there's anything that you guys want me to like stream or whatever, just comment it or like whatever. Do your bestness. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. So in the next stream, I think I will either be doing like golf with friends with some friends of mine, if Liz will get it, Liz. and or maybe the collab if your friend would allow me to.
Yeah, she's on, so I can talk to her in a bit.
Because I feel it would be really interesting to have a conversation with another artist. Because I've been friends with a lot of people who draw for fun on the side, but I've never really had a conversation with or talked to someone other than like friends of mine that I knew personally about like art stuff and critiquing each other's art and looking at how we draw our styles and just like our overall systems of how we work. And I've seen your friend Layla's art, and I think it's rather interesting. And I would like to see a bit more of it. And I would be interested to hear her thoughts on mine.
Yeah. Like I said, she's on, and I can talk to her in a bit.
Awesome sauce. So we're going to have to leave it at that. Any last minute questions before we turn it off?
Give him a second for the delay.
Yeah. I don't know how to... I need to fix that delay. That's a really long delay.
No, that's normal for any stream.
True.
Just give him a moment.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Because then they gotta hear and then they gotta type.
They gotta type out them words. Typing all the words.
Yee.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet. Yeet.
Okay, like I hate some Generation Z words, but I don't know why. I do love the word yeet.
I don't know why. I've seen a lot of videos where people use it, and it's rather funny. It's really funny. I like it. Yeet. This was a fun stream, and I enjoyed watching just how much you progress with your art. Your art style is adorable. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad people like my artwork. Especially since they're in the thumbnail of everything. Nothing but a goodbye over
here. And then I'm waiting for the next stream.
Yay! Well, I think that's gonna be it. Also, yeet. Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Alright, well, this is gonna be farewell for now, my little monsters, and I will see you all the next time I see you. Bye!
Bye!